Holy shit. Okay.
just do my thing and relax because
what I do is I stream my one game. Wait, occasionally I'll throw
Welcome, everybody, to the Gnome's Tavern, and to the next episode of Teens in Space! I'm gonna lower the music just a little bit, but we got an exciting show for you guys today. Let's start off with our regulars. Let's give a first out to Nye. Nye, welcome. Welcome, Nye. How did you feel about last episode? You convinced a guy in a desert to move to a planet in the snow. Ice planet.
Well, no, I convinced a guy in a desert to move to another planet. I conveniently left out the part that it's ice, snow, really no land to be seen. It's basically an ocean. It's not my problem he wasn't asking questions.
And someone who doesn't like to ask questions a lot. Let's give it up to our other regular, For the Wolves.
what's up? Use the guy down below. If you look at that Gnome's Tavern merch, you'll see my pretty face there.
Oh, yeah. And For the Wolves, you got to shoot some people. You got to turn to Batman.
Again, yes. I got myself a Slim Jim. I got myself a PBR. I got myself Buster's rifle. I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Speaking
a
of...
rifle? I thought it was a pistol.
It's a pistol. But it's purple.
In Al's mind, it's a rifle.
And let's give it up for someone who often plays in his mind. Give it up for Mr. Rusty, the science man, who's following suit with this lovable crew. Are you ready for a science episode?
I am, and yeah, thanks to Eva last week, we were able to get out of that situation. Well, you know, for the better of, well, I guess they're going to be the new king of what planet? What?
The moon Europa.
Europa,
Moon
yes.
Europa?
Hello,
Yeah.
everybody.
I'm just throwing it out there. You didn't thank
guess
Batman for saving y'all.
Well,
I'll
we
just say
want
it's
to
not being dead.
thank someone. These are killer segues. Let's thank our guest today. Give it up for Mr. Dr. Doof. Dr. Doof.
Mr. Dr. Doof.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Now,
Hello.
in case you don't know, Dr. Doof is a very successful streamer. But we're doing something he normally doesn't do. We're playing a tabletop RPG. How much experience have you had with the tabletop RPG?
Very, very limited experience. In fact, gentleman in chat here, Zolson is the GM on my limited experience. I think about 8 or 9 sessions so far.
All right.
Gnomes, turn up your volume.
Yeah. You are being told
Don't
the
know.
volume is a problem.
My volume or everybody's volume? Oh, you can't hear them
they
at all.
Can't hear us.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna turn
Everybody's
y'all
but
up.
you.
All right. I was in yellow for y'all, but now we're going to red. We're
No!
all right. It's clear something is funny, but we can't hear. There we go. So, for all of our new people, we got a lot of new people on the show. This is Teens in Space, and our lucky 3 combatants are in a universe, which is our universe, but many years in the future, where all the rich people like Jeff Bezos, who actually, I think, went to space today, somebody told me, or his ship went to space?
Oh my god, we're predicting the future. Fuck.
So
Alright, cool.
Jeff Bezos and all of his rich friends go into space, and they form, long story short, they find a bunch of alien species, the alien species integrate with the humans, and they form the Empire of Bezos, which is a huge dictatorship, while the United Planet Sanctuary is a very, very strict bureaucracy, as our guests found out last episode, where they had to do mountains of paperwork.
These are your choices.
It was fun. Go watch it. It was fun, I swear. And,
Yeah. We can make paperwork fun, guys. Don't worry.
And there was a huge war that between the two Empire and the planets, which basically put everything on hold. There's now a ceasefire, a tentative ceasefire, and our combatants are looking for a Mr. Jingles who stole a very expensive illegal goo from them, and they have tracked him to this city where they are meeting one of the top scientists, Dr. Doofenburger.
Top men.
Top.
And let's roll that intro. Welcome everybody. So last we found our heroes. Are you guys heroes?
No. Have you been
I
looking
wouldn't say
at Al
that.
at all? Have you seen anything he has done?
I would consider myself a hero among men.
Being a
hero
hero is fine.
Account, a hero for your kill streak, all of those things, yes.
I
A
mean,
hero is
I'm
a
on a-
general statement?
they saved some people, mentally scarred them, but saved them.
Listen, I have saved 2 people who were in pain by shooting them in the head.
They're
Hero.
not in pain anymore.
Yeah, see? Hero. If a doctor can do it, so can I. Hero.
There's some things in that oath they take, the one that has to do with hippopotami, about not doing that.
Listen, I haven't shot any
that-
hippopotamuses, okay?
Context in
The
general,
night is
yeah.
young.
I
know
want to
what?
look for
I
hippo.
can safely say, on Mars that has no water whatsoever, and we concluded this, there will probably not be hippos.
What about space hippos?
Space.
We've already ruined Gnome's story. First thing Al wants to
I'm
do, he
gonna
wants to look for
say-
space hippos.
I'm gonna say that this happens in game while you were flying to the village that Dr. Doof is supposedly at.
Having this discussion about space hippos?
Yes. So they're on
Ava's
one
like,
of
"I've
those
seen them."
one of those carts you've seen in episode 6 where they're trying to throw Han Solo in the thorax, and they are flying to a village that Dr. Doof is apparently at, curing a disease that mostly kills aliens.
So I'm just gonna throw out there that apparently the reason we got in this discussion is that Al, thinking about hippos and killing them, asked Ava, can hippos be included in her species? Can they be one of the collective? And if so, how big does she have to be?
I like that. Nimble Jits, get on this.
Yeah, and
Some
I'm just
scientific shit.
I'm trying
this
to
research.
figure out, how we could allow a hippo to survive in space. I think it's completely doable. I mean, we've seen how Eva can, master this feat. So I think a hippo would be, I think we can make that happen. I think this is totally doable.
I mean, Eva's like a just big body of water, so I'm assuming she can just expand to have the hippo.
No.
And then we
So
can use
as
it as a
y'all are
weapon.
having this conversation, the cart suddenly stops.
Have you not seen my aquarium back in the ship with my I can't include that. That's extra.
Um,
Yeah, Al, you're talking
Guys?
about combining these? Not gonna
Guys?
happen.
guys.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
That's some science
yeah,
shit.
this is outside the quarantine zone. I'm gonna drop you off. I don't want to get whatever's in there.
All right, cool. So back to the hippos. So if we combine the aquarium and Ava,
That means get off my ship. Yeah, that's what that means.
wait, who are you?
Oh, he's kicking us off.
I
Do we just need to pay extra and you'll bring us
I'm just gonna
further?
jump
I'm
off
Private
before
Ryan.
Al decides to stick him up and take the skiff.
Who is this guy? Who
I'm
invited
Private
him?
Ryan. I'm the guy that was told to drive you here.
What happened to our ship?
It's at the bay. You can't land a ship in here.
It's like a
Why
cart
not?
type thing?
In where? What the fuck is going on?
Like,
This is not even
we're just in the middle of a Martian desert somewhere, and he said, "Okay, stopping here. Congratulations, go do Lawrence of Arabia for a bit."
Yes,
Okay, that's
we're
what-
on carts going to a village.
Oh, I forgot we was on the cast. I thought we was in space still.
Right, but like, how? When you say in here, where are we at the village? You mean it sound like we were just in the
you're
middle
at
of
the
nowhere still?
outskirts of the village.
Okay.
I was getting to describe that I got. Who the fuck is you?
I legitimate, like, complete shoot, completely didn't realize what the hell was going on. I was like, we're talking about hippos, and we're trying to talk about space here. I thought we were still in our ship, we were talking about aquariums, and now suddenly Private Ryan is here, out of nowhere, apparently.
Well, at least, see, Dr. Doof, at least you don't have to worry about messing up the story.
Yeah, we got that covered for you.
If we don't get there in the first place.
Yeah, so you guys see essentially what looks like you're an Arabic city, like a little town. It's got a couple of buildings, and there is a sign that says, do not enter the quarantine zone.
This must be the way, guys.
I'm assuming it looks like the sand village from Star Wars.
Yeah,
what's it called?
It's got like those little buildings that are kind of buried in the sand, and they're spread out a little bit.
I think we should head towards the quarantine zone and look for the space hippos.
I don't know if you're gonna find space hippos, but this
Who's
is
saying
where
that?
I don't think they exist. I think
Who's saying that? You or
we
Private
were
Ryan?
discussing the fact that they
Private
could
Ryan's
exist.
saying that he's.
So Al
he's
pulls out his gun and
doesn't
points
know
it at
about
Private
hippos.
Ryan.
So wait, what are you doing to Private Ryan?
I'm shooting Private Ryan.
Why are you shooting Private Ryan?
We haven't even gotten 5 minutes in. He's already shooting at his person.
He said there's no space hippos. I was upset. I was shooting Private Ryan.
All right, when you pull out a gun, Private Ryan is going to flip out and like throw his hands up and be like, "Whoa, don't shoot, man! Yeah, there's hippos. Sure, whatever." Yeah, don't.
All right, so we agree they could exist.
Yes. Yeah, just go into the city, I guess. Don't
Talk about
shoot
my
me.
hippos again.
Hippos are real. I love
It's a
hippos.
possibility that hippos
I
may
wish
or may
I
not
was a
exist.
hippo now. Please, just don't. Just get off the ship, please. I'm not insured. I
All right,
didn't
so
fill
yeah,
out
we'll
this
hop off.
paperwork.
I guess we'll have him pick us up in like 6 hours. Is that enough time, or?
Yeah. He kind of like digs in and throws you a comm, and he's just like, "Just call me. I guess I'll come get it."
Here's a better idea.
Perfect.
You walk back. We'll bring it.
You don't know how to
Bitch.
operate this craft.
You said there weren't hippos.
I mean,
Walk back, Private.
I guess I could wait here.
You wait here and you can look at that space dictionary about the space hippos and figure out how we can put them in Ava's suit. We'll get in these hippos by the end of this fucking episode. Doof, write all this down.
All right, so
We're gonna
you,
need to know this.
So you point a gun at him and you tell him to get off the craft.
Yes.
Avi, on the other hand, is just looking at her suit, partially to make sure there's no tears in it, not that it would be, impossible to miss with the water leaking out, but also figure out how the hell she's going to fit a hippo into the... What do we have? The Pepsi on top of...
Bezos.
on top of...
Yep.
Yes.
We have, like,
Dr. Doof, it will all come clear when you see these characters. I will describe them to you. If they would ever
Nimble
get
just
to you.
Do not promise this.
All right, so you kick him off the ship. Are you going to try to fly this craft?
No, I just did that out of principle.
So you're getting out to... What are you doing? Are you getting out of the
Yeah, Nimble
craft?
just has all his stuff in his arms. He's like, are we getting off? Are we? getting
I
on?
will fly the ship. What's my flight check?
Well, you have to roll a brains check to see if you know how to fly this. Give me a
All right,
brains
that's a good idea.
6.
Use 2
Step
adversity
one,
tokens.
can you
Boom,
fly?
6. I can fly.
Okay, so you look at this thing and you're like, where the fuck's the throttle? Where the fuck's the steering wheel? And then you start playing with the handles and it goes like backwards, forwards, and now you're like, oh, that's how I fly it. Give me a flight 6 too. It's not that hard to fly it to town.
The 13 feet from the outskirts, apparently.
Yeah.
That's
Dr.
one hippo.
Doof, you see a big smoke column in the horizon. The campaign ends.
We killed the campaign with hippos.
So,
In space!
You
Thanks for coming
guys,
out, everybody. It was good to see you.
you guys
That made
take
you
off
okay.
and leave Private Ryan sitting outside.
Yeah. He needs to make sure the sand doesn't get cold.
So when you enter a city, it looks pretty deserted. This little village looks deserted, and it is eerily quiet.
You mean we found the one population in the universe that knows how to correctly socially distance?
Well, it's easy to socially distance when people are dead.
I was going to say, look, all of us have a year's experience on plagues. Now you better be realistic with this. We know
That
how
is
people respond to
true.
this shit.
That is true. I can't hypothetical. So yeah. So as you're flying into this village, you don't see anybody. And it's eerily quiet.
I guess we're probably looking for, some type of lab situation, something that looks like a hub for science and sort of gaining data sort of access. So we're looking for something like that.
I guess we're looking like for an observatory almost.
Yeah.
Alternatively, maybe something that just isn't a hovel.
Roll me a brains check, everyone, and depending on how well you roll, I will tell you what you see. 9. A 12.
I don't see shit.
So, Al, you see, just a regular old town. There's some tumbleweeds. There's some crafts that haven't been taken care of for a while, and that's what you see.
Who is Steve?
Eva, you see that there has been some struggles and some broken glass on some of these buildings, as if someone was thrown through them.
Okay.
Does it have swinging hinges as a door?
Sure, one of the buildings have a swinging hinge
Okay.
as a door.
We found the
Is there
bar. Okay.
Is there tumbleweed?
And
yeah, apparently
Rusty,
there are tumbleweeds.
You wanted more westerns.
Okay, but serious
Rusty,
question.
you
Who's
see
Steve?
a gentleman running towards you with a horrible green rash on his face and super high dilated eyes gone. Ah!
Hold on.
I look and say, do you two see this? And I'm pointing at the guy coming towards us, and I'll say, Al, maybe get ready.
I don't see
And I
that.
sort
I
of
think I'm
gesture
really
to the gun.
confused.
I know, but I don't remember who Steve was. I know I was Steve, but who was Steve? My description says currently Steve. Who is Steve?
Oh,
Man, it
you
sounds like you
mimicked
didn't take your
somebody.
notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, weren't you
transformed-
weren't you
Oh, you
were
transformed into
you
one
were
of the
the
Mad
runner.
Max people.
Yeah, you were one of the raiders.
Okay, cool. So in this point, someone is coming towards us. There's only one thing to transform into. I'm Batman.
Okay.
Okay, so the time it takes him to transform into Batman, how badly do things go?
So while he's doing this horrible transformation, again, his face is ripping as bat ears are coming through his regular ears, and it looks as if, again, if a baby is being born as the bat face is ripping through, and skin is coming as his arms are jolting. This thing gets close to your cart and tries to climb into the cart as he is doing that.
Newspaper, whap, whap, whap.
Roll your
Yeah,
fight.
and boot to the chest.
Alright, you both roll your fights.
My grand D4 die. Roll me
Oh,
a
Jesus Christ. You guys distract him long enough, now I can fight him, right?
Yeah.
So you
I imagine
go
we
to,
crowded the doorway.
So you tried to kick him, Nimble?
Yeah, I was trying to put my boot in his chest.
Alright,
My
so
God,
when you
it's the
do
sweet
that,
chin
he
music.
kind of grabs you and falls backward, bringing you with him. While Eva is
Oh, no.
patting him on the head with this newspaper.
I'm gonna keep my leg stiff though. I don't want him to get close to me. I'm gonna keep my legs. It's like my
Roll
robotic
me a
legs.
flight check as you falling off this cart. Flight check 8, because you did not expect him to catch your foot.
That's not an 8.
6. I've got 2 adversity tokens. I don't want to fall off this thing.
Okay.
Like that, so I'm gonna use them.
It appears
So I'm gonna-
the fence is working. So he's trying to fall you down, but you grab onto the hook as you kind of grab onto the rail like this, and he is falling back and trying to bite at your magnetic leg.
Can I attack him yet?
Okay. I was gonna say, is this happening? This is very, very calm and like this is very
Dr.
interesting
Doofenburger,
behavior.
you are watching all of this inside a building.
I just love the idea that he's just watching it and then like I'm
This
turning
may
into
be an absolutely fantastic time to let him know what he is watching.
You are watching a human who looked like someone from Mad Max. He's very skinny. He's got war paint. The skin is ripping off of him, and a giant bat humanoid is coming out of the skin. You see essentially a spacesuit with a bunch of fish in it, hitting this person with a newspaper. And then you see an Asian man that is holding onto a rail as this thing tries to bite him.
what a fucking team of misfits we are.
With very strong legs. Very strong legs.
Right, so can Al now attack this motherfucker? Because I'm Batman.
Hold on. Dr. Doof has to say what he wants to do.
Your transformation takes like 7 rounds, my dude. You gotta wait for a bit.
At this point, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait just a little bit longer to see what happens.
Oh yeah, my man.
Okay, so unfortunately, whapping with the newspaper isn't gonna work. So I'm gonna take the only thing I do have at hand otherwise, which is gonna be the rifle. And I'm gonna start smacking him with that.
Roll a fight check. And he's not going to have a fight because he's trying to grab onto somebody's foot. He's not trying to move.
Woo! Another 2.
I like the idea that Ava has the rifle
so
and just accidentally points
You
it out.
think that you're pushing him, like hitting him, but you're just kind of like putting the butt against his face like that, and like,
Look, this is the best I got, okay? I mean,
like if you see that Always Sunny in Philadelphia where he's hanging from the roof and Frank comes with like the 2x4 tries to like push him off.
I like the idea that Ava's like pushing the butt and the rifle's still pointing at Al though.
Yes, yeah,
what? That's exactly how that happens.
finger
yeah.
on the trigger.
Oh, it's always there. It's stuck on her glove at this point. Her glove was too big for the trigger guard. It's just staying there now.
What are you doing as this thing starts biting at your leg?
I'm gonna just try to keep kicking it off, and I'm gonna like press the hydraulics in my leg, just try to like give it a good flick.
All right, do a flight 8 to see if you can get your leg loose from this thing.
All
Dr.
right, come
Doof
on.
is eating popcorn.
Suit.
This film laughs.
Oh god.
No.
Yeah. So he gnawed a cable on your leg with the thrusters,
no.
and it
Yeah.
is not coming on, but oil is shooting out all over you.
Yep. And I'm
So-
trying to use that leg to catch my footing, and it keeps sliding around.
Yes. Roll me another flight check to see if you fall off this craft.
no.
Flight check 10, because now
There's now
things are
oil
back.
everywhere. It's
Those
probably a good
words.
thing your thrusters no
10!
longer work because oil and
There we go.
So you
we got a
you
success.
yeah, so this oil is very slippery, but you just kind of like that failure just made you latch onto the railing even harder as this dude is.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Doof, you see oil shooting off this Asian man's leg all over the place.
Shit, I can use that. Where'd they get oil from?
And Dorothy comes up to you, Dr. Doof, and goes, Doctor, I think some people are coming to see you.
Well, would you just let him in already?
I mean, I was hoping they would call back, but I ain't heard nothing from them. Who's out there?
You know what? Let's go. Let me get out there and help him out. I don't know what I can help him out with this attacking beast, but I'm sure I can figure something out.
Roll me a brains check. Let's see how much you know about what the hell's going on.
smartest man in the universe. And I roll a 4.
I still want to attack this thing. I'm still waiting patiently.
Yeah. So this is very odd. They usually your patients aren't this aggressive, but for some reason this one is blowing your mind about how aggressive this one is. They're pretty aggressive, but this is really aggressive for one of your patients.
Hey, Ted, get back here! Get back here, Ted! What are you doing?
I still want to kill it. I'm still waiting.
So you turn into a giant bat person, and the cart flips towards you because you're a giant bat person on a cart. Roll me a flight, Eva, and
My bad. I'm a giant kaiju bat. Come on.
I'm just having a bad day with these rolls.
5. Yeah, it's gonna be a 5.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you kind of knew he was turning into a bat, and you were. What'd you roll? What'd you roll, Rusty?
Plate.
Yeah.
You rolled a
2.
Got it.
Well,
Okay, so you and Ted were not expecting the kaiju to rock the boat, and you get flowed to the other side as this cart was doing this and is now doing that, and you and Ted slide down this cart towards this giant bat kaiju thing.
I just look at them as they slide towards me. Gentlemen.
And you slide past, and Eva, you notice a Dr. Doofenburger. Why don't you describe yourself?
Well, I'm as far as my description, tall, kind of gangly, a little bit of a stoop. Wearing a lab coat, and I just come in running out, flailing my arms.
And there is a woman in a polka dot dress behind him in high heels, running like this, going, "Doctor, it's not safe, Doctor."
Damn it, Dorothy.
And yeah, you come across a giant bat-like kaiju human, fishes in a spacesuit, and you see the Asian man with oil shooting everywhere, and Ted slide down and fall off the speeder.
What are y'all doing to Ted?
When I hear he has a name, I'll yell at Al to stand down. Because he's not a threat. Like, we need to probably remove ourselves from the situation somehow.
Hold on.
He kind of does seem like a threat, from what I'm witnessing.
You yell to stand down. I was going to look at you as the bat and be like, it took me 2.5 minutes to transform into this thing. I am kidding somebody today. And now attacks Ted.
I guess roll a fight. I mean, he is trying to gnaw off Nibblegit's legs.
Rug at the guy in the lab coat. I'm like,
7. So what do you do to Ted?
So he's trying to gnaw off Nimblejits.
Yeah, he's
I'm just
like
gonna,
hugging the leg.
so I'm going to swoop in, and with my one claw, just gouge into his eyes. And that will hopefully have him release Nimblejits, and I'm just going to throw him back a good 10 to 15 feet past Dorothy. So then she can see him and be like, oh, my Lanta.
Okay, so you guys see this bat kaiju walk over, and as you're trying to kick this dude off, Nimblegits, you see claws go into his eyes, and he just gets yeeted 10 feet over a building.
Sounds like ow.
Roll me a flight check, 6, Nimblegits, to see if you're going with him.
See if I go with him.
Yes!
Okay. When he gouges the eyes, you were starting to get picked up too, and then just by the gouging, the guy was like, ah! And then he let go at the last second.
Wonderful.
So yeah, so that's what you
what a
also
beautiful
see,
sight.
Dr. Doofenburg.
No!
So
Oh
the
my
murder
god, you
all
guys are
things happened.
stupid! What are you doing?
And I'm like making the
It's
connection to this
tiny
guy.
things with a
Ted.
newspaper.
Did you not see the green face? Did it not tip you off? This guy is diseased.
Well, yeah, but he attacked us.
Well, there's a problem now. You're gonna be diseased.
I'm back.
They're just looking down the unbroken suit with no problems. I mean, the EBA suit has no problems on it. The Bezos uniform on top of it is ripped to shreds, and the Pepsi shirt that's on top of that is all torn and everything like that. But no problems.
Al's gonna be like, look over there, and then try and transform back into. This time he's gonna try and be Professor M, as per the storyline.
Okay.
Hoping that Dr. Doof doesn't see him, and we can just be like, oh.
I mean, he's gonna hear the terribles because you picked terror transformations.
I mean, I said look over there.
Do you look over there, Dr. Doof?
For 2.5 minutes.
How's my job?
You hear terrible skin-ripping sound effects.
See, I said 7 rounds, which is about, like, 42 seconds. You have decided 2.5 minutes.
Okay, 42 seconds.
No. You said 2.5 minutes. It's canon. You're the player.
I got better. Every time I transform, it's a little bit faster.
So, Dr. Doof, you see this guy rip. The bat is starting to.
Whoa! I charm him. Look over there.
Charm versus charm. Let's see.
You will look over there.
Look over there.
We are in Mos Eisley. This works.
Roll your
Oh, hey, would you look at that? Al doing Al things.
Look over there.
So as you see him, he starts to turn into your colleague, Professor M, which is a tiny Asian man who liked to work with genetics. And you roll me a Al, you roll your charisma, and Doof roll your brains to see if he knows what kind of species you are.
Yes! It's so good!
I think this game's. I think it's broken. Okay, fuck.
Nope, seems to be fun.
You know that he is a Pugmeranian that are shapeshifters that usually shapeshift to steal knowledge from other species.
Now, is this something that I need to be concerned about? Like, you know, as far as him stealing my knowledge?
There's like it's a general like speciest. People do not like these folks.
Yes, because what
they
they'll
are
do is
known
they'll like
to...
they'll like transform into your wife and like get your ATM code and then like steal your
afterwards make fun of how badly you did in bed, like just the whole thing.
That's kind of yeah, they're not very liked at all. And in fact, he's trying to mimic your friend that you worked with. So.
Now, the question is though, how would he know that I knew this person?
He's in the fetal position back out.
Brilliant question.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if this was knowledge that, you know, my character would already have or not.
I mean, you know that Professor M was a guy who worked with you that believed in genetic studies, and was not afraid to work on himself. God
damn it, Avery.
They're thieves. They transform into precious nephews. So you see Professor M standing in front of you, and yeah.
Oh my god, Professor M was a Pugnarian the entire time?
Well, now y'all know that I'm a Pugnarian.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm
Professor M.
You're not Professor M. You're not Professor M. I know Professor M. You're not Professor M.
Well, you see, I can do this. Therefore, I'm Professor M.
I need. Hold on, wait. I need you. I need you to do that line again for me, Doc. And I need you to do it in a Joan Rivers accent, please.
A Joan Rivers accent? Oh God!
Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
I think. Oh, I don't know if I could do Joan Rivers. I could do like Carol Channing's the only thing that's in my head right now.
Nobody can do Joan Rivers.
I'm trying to remember how she used to word the old like, lady, I knew blank, and you're no blank. That's exactly what came to mind.
Except Carol Channing.
Carol Channing could be fine. Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?
And then Dorothy goes behind, and she's like, "I don't remember." Oh, okay. Now I'm fucked up. Where's Dorothy? Doctor, I don't remember Professor M having a country accent. Did he pick that up in the war?
It's not Professor M.
Well, it sure looks like him.
Yes, it does.
Y'all never heard?
It's a Pugnarian.
Y'all ever heard the phrase, if it looks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a duck, I'm a duck. Quack, quack.
Yeah, but you're not talking like a duck.
Quack.
It's a duck. Totally got that one back to me. All right, so we have a problem. Y'all are in the quarantine zone. Do you know what that means?
We're like 98% of the planet and we don't understand social distancing.
Pretty much, yes. Get off my lawn, you stinking kids. No.
Gnome's Tavern on YouTube.
Well, Ted over there, and over there, and over there. All this Ted. Ted was diseased. And now they're Mr. Faux Professor X. You are likely to be diseased because you ripped right through him and then transformed yourself. So let's get you in someplace safe.
So he's not supposed to be green like that, then?
Yeah.
No.
That was
not
too
at
good,
all.
Cloud. That was too good.
That is fantastic.
That was good.
Yeah, Doctor. Yeah, that guy was pretty green. Have you seen anybody that's been that green?
Yes. It's this damn 272.
You guys remember that 272 was the scary thing.
Yep, burning metal.
Brings that up. I'll say we have heard of that identifying marker.
I was having
and
PTSD
we've
with Christmas
seen
music.
A green creature. So I'm assuming these are the same. How
So
are these two
when
green
he's
creatures
describing it to
different?
you, roll me a gritch check, Dr. Doof. 8.
Talking about this green thing that came through the wall and
Yeah, this was like
through.
the Manhattan. Yeah.
Do you want to use a token, or would you like to fail it?
Let's fail it. Let's fail it. I wanna see what
When
happens.
he starts telling you this, you become extremely terrified and think back to the time in the lab where he murdered half the scientists and all of the guards, with
Including
just his
Professor X,
mind.
Professor M.
No, the 272 when he starts describing that he met him. So you start getting flashbacks.
yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. No, I'd say including was Professor M one of the people that was killed
no,
in
Professor M was one of the people that ran away.
that. Okay.
Professor M is currently on our ship in the fetal position, saying good morning. After strangling his kids, thanks, Mac.
Well, you don't know he's
Vote for
strangled
games,
his
family
hypothetical
friendly.
kids.
I guess I'm continuing my description of this lab that we found this radiated mutant thing in, and I'm sort of telling the tales of our encounter.
Yeah, and this is all coming back to you as a terrible neon green thing that attacked your lab that y'all created and vowed to kill you.
And so, Gnome, how are those different? I feel like the one we encountered originally was like full body green, radiated crazy, and this one is like partially, or and the one today that we're encountering.
Oh,
Ted,
he had like a fungi green on him. It wasn't like a glowing
Oh,
green.
okay.
It was like a fungus green all over him.
So he looked like a mushroom because he was a fun guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
no. You're not getting a subscription for that one. No.
I'm already subscribed. I'm as long as a sub.
Facts.
Day one-ish.
So so what he's describing, this is when last time you remember being in the Bezos Empire was when this thing murdered half the scientists you worked with.
You guys have seen 272?
Was that? And you just see the hand that is currently holding the rifle come up, and the index finger that is currently through the trigger guard is what she's rubbing at her globe with. Was that really weird green glowing thing that was really frightening and then chased after that doctor who then went insane immediately afterwards?
That sounds about right. I'm gonna kind of look at Nimble Jits and be
tell me you didn't bring that with you.
We did bring the doctor with us. He's insane. He's in the ship over there somewhere.
I want to look at Doof and not Doof and Nimble Jits after Doof says, "Tell me he didn't bring it with you." Be like, "Play the Christmas music."
I'll cue it up, but I don't. I'll see what happens.
What's the Christmas music?
That was a different episode.
It's that one music that goes da 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 da. That one. I'm sure you know it.
No, I was just like, damn it! Now I got to get the Christmas music again.
All right, let's get you into decontamination first before we worry about anything else, so you don't catch this.
Everybody, roll a brains check.
Yeah, I want to know if this thing can affect my.
Okay, 21 over here.
Oh, damn! What'd y'all? You rolled a 21. So Al, you're just walking normally past the group. Nimble and Eva, you see that there is a green forming fungi on the back of his arm. And
On Nimblejits?
No, on Al.
So Ava's gonna kind of like notice this, kind of lean over and over and over and over. There's no spines, no reason for it to matter. And then she's just gonna kind of just way leaned over and then just kind of like with her very gloved and sealed finger poke at it. Hey, this is new.
And Dr. Doofenburger, you know that is the first stages of the illness, and it was a lot more rapid than you thought.
Cool.
A lot more rapid. Now, again, hold a second. Al, is that the Pugnarian?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just trying to make sure I keep things straight here.
I would like to take a sample of this very cautiously. That's on Ava's glove. I'm just gonna reach over and pull out my little lab sample kit, take a swab, put it in a little case, put a little cap on it, and then I'll probably alcohol wipe the the glove. I'll disinfect, and I'll say, just hold that away from things, I guess.
Now, has this been brought to my attention?
Well, Eva started
poked
poking
you
it.
and then scraped it off of you and said, "Hey, this is new." And now I'm walking around. I had a green finger for a minute, and then he just did something next to you. So you should have noticed all.
I don't know if I heard you.
You felt a poking.
Okay, so I want to roll a grit to see how I react.
All right. Let's do a grit. Let's do a grit 9 because it looks like the green thing that was attacking you.
Nope.
Ooh, do you want to fail?
I'm okay with failing. So I'm
Okay.
going to turn my arm and look and be like,
I imagine we both like freeze. It's like have a little sample of like
when
green
you
goo.
scream, Dorothy jumps up. She goes, "Oh lordy!"
and I'm just going to like,
We lost someone.
Nimble?
Nimble, you in your suit, you see a little red dot appearing above, like where the screen is, where you see.
That's like a monitor or a status monitor.
Yeah, on your
type thing?
monitor, it's like status beep beep beep.
I'm gonna answer that and see what it's telling me.
The computer goes, Nimblegit, sir, you have a weird infection rate of 2%.
Is that the good side or the bad side of the percentage?
It's bad for me.
I guess look around. Do you want to look around you?
Yeah, well, is that my
That's like your
so
stats.
is that us being in this spot or this sample that I've collected?
That is the suit is saying, Nimblegit,
The
you
atmosphere.
yourself is infected by 2% by an unknown
I see.
substance.
Okay, yeah.
Also, Dr. Doofenburger, you see a robotic leg on the Asian guy.
Oh yeah.
Is it
Yeah, I
still
was gonna
leaking
say
oil?
Yeah.
Probably got a few little. I've probably put the sparks out, and I've probably soldered those at least. But yeah, it's like a busted leg. I probably like soldered all the like stuff that was coming out. There might be like a old like shop rag that's like stuffed in there that's got like oil like leaking into it. So yeah, I just need to get it repaired.
Yeah. So so you see a robotic leg.
So I'm gonna get everybody inside, assuming that I can corral them all, and start working on some of these problems because I gotta take care of them.
There's a lot of problems, but
So let's get inside
is,
here.
like,
Let's
really
take care of these
excited.
things.
What's
Yeah,
up?
and like Nimblejits is he's like powering through the like walking on this like bummed out leg because he's like really excited to see like another scientist like lab and like set up and workspace. So he's really excited about this opportunity.
You're not going into the lab. Just gonna tell you that right now. Not being infected. Well, we'll work on it though. Let's get inside.
So we'll understand Al may not be able to go in, but yeah, let's. He's just like chomping at the bit.
But yeah, I need to get you all inside. Start the decontamination process. Let's go. Unless you want to turn out like Ted over there and over there and over there.
No, we'll push Al through first. So don't be like, you don't want to end up like him, do you? You saw what happened to him.
I was just frozen looking at his arm the whole time, like.
Roll me another Gritch check 10, Al.
Nope.
Al, you believe that it's growing on your arm.
I can believe that. And Al's really freaked out because not only is it dangerous to aliens, but his whole name is Alien. So he thinks it's working double as quickly on him as it would on anyone else.
Intended.
So this is going twice as fast as I thought it would because my name is Al Ian.
Yeah.
He's like, I may have to change my name to Hugh Man after we're done here.
So to you, it looks like it's growing fast on your arm.
Yeah, and I'll say it's still very early stages, but you're right, it is growing very fast, and that is a concern. And I'll kind of look at Dr. Doofenburger like,
Dorothy, get him into the decontamination chamber, please.
Right away, doctor. And she like kind of shuffles, and then she puts on like little plastic gloves, and she like grabs your shoulders, and she starts kind of like guiding you.
Oh. I was gonna say, as she puts the plastic gloves on, Al just starts to bend over and he's like, "Oh, not again."
Oh, the other was a plastic
and I'm gonna
glove
say,
people.
bye, Al. We'll see you on the other side.
So she walks you into one of the rooms, and you just all of a sudden she pushes you, and you just get hit by like all the steam, just hitting you really hard that you have a tough standing. And even roll me another grits check, 10 because you're so freaked out.
Man, you know I'm getting a 1. I will simply get a 5.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to fail this one again?
On these.
Yeah, I'm failing this one. It makes it more interesting.
You're having trouble holding your form because you're just getting pounded by these steam cannons, and you're freaking out because the green thing looks like it keeps growing.
Gotcha.
And you guys hear him screaming inside this building, and you hear like.
This is what I have. Hang on.
It does not sound like he's having a good time in there.
So I don't want to. I'm
I
gonna
guess
say.
Sure,
Is that all
Watch what he
normal?
puts in his
Is that
notes next
standard
time.
procedure?
So this is what I imagine is going on right now. Can I put? How do I put this in like a chat for everyone to see?
You can put it in our chat and I can pull it up.
All right. So this is what I'm imagining ours looking like right now.
What about Eva? Eva is encased fully in an environmental protection suit, which is rated for spacewalking.
Did you send it?
What about Eva?
Yes, it is going to be the one on the right. That is what ours looking like right now.
Yes.
That is what I imagine ours looking like.
What's that? That's a blobfish, is it not? I'm
Yep,
pretty sure
Danny,
it's
Danny DeVito blobfish, yes.
Yes. So yeah, that's what he's looking like getting hit, and he keeps screaming loud and loud. And Dorothy goes, "Doctor, I thought you said this wasn't the most successful way to cure it."
It's not, but it's fun to watch.
And at this moment, you guys
can I
see
do a
all
brain-
these citizens coming out with like green fungi coming all over them. And what do you say, Nibble?
There's an awful lot more of them.
I don't know if he's like getting hurt in there, and he's like saying that he's like, "Oh, this is like experimental." I'm gonna be like, "Hold up, I thought you had a solution for this."
I have a solution. Al, I need you to change back. Change back to something else.
I'm going to change into the only thing I can think of right now. In a time of panic, in a time of need, Al's going to go back to the one form he knows will bring him comfort and safety. Al's going to transform into a space hippo.
Roll me a grits check. 8.
Al will use one adversity token to become Space Hippo Al.
Okay, so you have quite a bit of trouble doing this because you have not seen a space hippo in a long time. And
No,
you're
just
getting
for-
hit by steam jets, and you were freaking out about the green stuff. So you're morphing. It's working, but it is pretty terrible. Like, you morph a little bit like Professor M's face, and then it like rips off and goes to the back of the hippo. One of the teeth is one of your old comrades when you were in the United Planetary Sanction Army. Another one is Chad, the mole guy. Like,
Fucking Chad.
and then essentially you eventually become into the hippo, and that's when the decontamination stops.
Wonderful.
Now, worth questioning, those decontamination chambers are usually like
Alapopomus.
enough room for like 4 people standing shoulder to shoulder. Hippos are big.
Maybe he's a baby hippopotamus.
It's a space hippo. Doesn't
Mini
need to be
hippo?
big. It's like one of those sea monkeys.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see into the building.
So you're
there's
saying
a
you're this
hippo that barely fits into the machine.
If you ask my wife. If you ask my wife, yes.
Yeah, like Nimblejet's his little face like plops open so he takes a big breath of air, and then he pulls out like a little teeny tiny paper sack and he yaks into it, and then he throws it out and like his little face shield comes back.
So Dr. Doofenburger, you know that's a Lorthan? How you said that?
Lorcatorian.
Lorcatorian. Where you
Close
remember
enough. It's close.
Remember Men in Black, the guy who had the little ball? He was like in that little suit.
Are you talking about the Balchinian?
No, the first Man in Black.
The first Men in Black. He's in the suit.
Archillian. Yeah, Archillian.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
He was the guy that's like the
Tiny
galaxies on
alien
Orion's
guy
belt.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
With
Yep.
long fingers, and this thing like peeks out, throws up, and then goes back into the.
That's awesome.
Now, Al wants to be able to just be a space hippo and wants to look at Nimblejets and be like, take a picture to show this to Ryan later on.
Yeah, his arm will come up and you'll see a little flash come up and he'll have a little smiley face in the palm.
Remember
so you
that
can
chat.
smile. Has
Remember
a
that
little
chat.
emote, and then he'll snap a few photos.
Hippopotam out.
He's like, we'll send these to your parents.
You guys
My health is
again
in
see
danger.
the citizens
Let's
of this
prove
town
the
walking.
military NPC wrong.
Yes. I mean, if Al's going out, he's going out in style, damn it.
You
All right.
guys
Well,
see these
now-
the townsfolk, and they have green fungi all over them as they walk shambling towards you guys.
We might want to. They looked like not
Yeah,
happy.
Doctor, can we close? Yeah, this place up.
Yeah.
Are they safe? Are we safe?
Yeah, 'cause they're not aggressive. I don't know what got into Ted, but yeah, no, they're not aggressive. They're just trying to heal, try to figure this out, trying to figure out how to solve, how to cure them.
They look a little bit like, sharks around something that is bleeding.
And
they're
are
a little
kind of
shambly, I think is what
circling
Eva's
around
saying.
you guys as they come out, and they're getting closer and closer.
Now, I obviously should have my lab some sort of secured, correct?
Well, y'all are in the streets, and you pushed him into that. Your lab's in the building next door.
Okay.
Y'all are in the streets watching him get pelted by steam. And
All
one
right,
of
so
the
I guess we should
guys
hustle up.
in a suit comes closer, and he goes, "You let these guys kill Ted? Doctor, I thought you were here to help us."
Hey, it's not my problem. Ted got it into his own head. I came out here, told him to stop, and he wouldn't stop.
Ted's head.
You let these outsiders in, and now we're gonna die.
Aren't you responsible for the security of this area, not me?
Hey, with
I was
all
just-
due respect, I believe we helped keep you all protected from Ted. He was a threat to us and yourselves.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to protect with this green shit all over my face.
Hey, you know we're working on that. The injections should take care of it. Eventually.
You just keep injecting us with stuff. We don't even know what's in it.
If I told you, would it matter?
Yeah, the hippo changed
I'll
his word.
look
So
over
just
at
people
Al,
see a
like,
random
oh, no.
hippo in the thing.
I was just gonna go and spurt some water out, and it's gonna be green though because he's still not sure if it's fully done.
Where did you get the water from? I need to know. This is important. This is important knowledge.
So while Ava wasn't looking,
I can't wait to hear this.
Ava was like distracted with her gun. She was like had her trigger finger trying to pull it out. Still, it was kind of stuck. And Al just kind of went over and just went. Just like that.
So to clarify, just so we know so we all have this firmly ensconced in the front of our brains.
Yes.
So while Ava was distracted,
Yes.
you wandered up to
Yes,
a
as a-
hermetically sealed environmental suit.
Yes.
Sealed as in nothing gets in or out.
Correct.
Also, how'd you fit through the door?
That was also an important question.
I don't think it's a matter of fitting through the door.
I have a
would
long
say that
tongue.
he kind of flopped out of the door when the door opened up.
The door can come with him for all that it matters, but I'm still trying to figure out how any portion of Al got inside the suit.
Never said he did. One word.
Well, no portion of Ava got outside of the suit.
One word. Condensation.
This is not a permit. She's not cold.
I don't think
Condensation is when there's a difference in temperature. She's a warm body of water. We're on Mars.
But if she's
Also,
a warm
I'm
body
not
of
sure if
water,
there's much
how come she
moisture
was from
on
an
Mars
ice
to
planet?
condense.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah, you much of the atmosphere in the first place, and we've kind of decided there's not much there either.
Al has poked his big hippo head out, and you again see the
A
bear.
very dry, scaly sort of hippo, like real ashy and dusty. It's just no water, no condensation at all, no
What's
humidity
going to happen
whatsoever.
is he's going to get in up close and personal and try to lick her, and her automatic response, because she's trying to tug this gun off her finger, is probably going to smack him in the face with the rifle.
I
Yeah.
will simply roll a grit check.
A grit
You know
check for what?
Hold on, I have to do this because you made this happen. Please get a grit check better than a 3.
Wait, do I do flight or do I do grit?
What are you trying to do? You're trying to lick her, and she's
Yes.
accidentally shooting you?
Probably something
Yeah,
of that effect.
That would
No,
be a
we've gone down
flight
a dark-
check to see if
we've
you
gone
can
down a
avoid
dark
getting
path.
shot.
Here comes the natural 1. Here it comes.
No, it didn't come.
Okay, he actually got a
Okay.
10 this time.
So,
successfully lick Ava.
So Eva, you
You
get
successfully
licked from
applied your tongue
behind.
to the dome of her helmet.
So you
Hey, listen,
get
I
licked
didn't
from
say I was
behind,
smart.
and you start shooting, and everybody ducks.
Oh gosh.
And I then looked at I was gonna look at Doof after everyone ducks and just go quack.
And then up comes the saltwater equivalent of a bubble-eyed goldfish that comes up into the helmet and just eyes you for a few seconds.
I like the idea that just this hippo is trying to lick Eva, and she's just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And then, with the rolled-up newspaper, she just smacks you a couple times. Keep your tongue to yourself.
Is the newspaper wet?
Did you duck, Doctor? What'd you do on this fire? I guess engagement is going on.
We're off the rails, boys.
Choo choo.
At this point, said, you can either follow me or you can stay here all by yourself. And I just turn around and start walking towards my lab.
Still
So
smacking
we
the
have a
shit
set
out.
back the crew, and essentially when people start getting up, there's 3 or 4 of them that do not get up.
Wait,
Okay,
what's
so they're
this?
dead.
The people that surrounded you, 3 or
Yes.
4 of them do not get up. There's about 30, and 3 or 4 of them did not get up.
Oh
Okay,
dear.
cool. So I was gonna look at Ava and be like, "Hey, good shot," and then put his tongue out.
I want
again
to figure out how Ava has her gun up here and somehow shoots. That is a God.
It came
This
down.
must, this must be what Lee Harvey Oswald feels like.
Barking
so
on
Al-
your bingo cards, a Kennedy assassination joke.
Hey, shoot! At least it wasn't Lincoln. Oh wait.
I didn't say they were shot. I just said they didn't get up.
Okay, so I was going to assume that they were shot because he was too busy. He was too busy trying to lick Ava at the time as the hippo. So I was going to be like, "Oh, good shot! I'm proud of you," and then stick his tongue out slowly to try and lick the bowl again.
So you
smack,
hear a woman scream, "David, get up! David, get up!" as she shakes one of the guys, and he doesn't get up.
Well,
See, what you didn't hear was was once earlier. David, go lieth down.
And then the mayor turns to you guys and says, "See, doctor, the disease is getting worse. We're dropping off as flies. Would you figure out a cure with some science or something?"
You know I'm working on it. You know I'm working on it.
I was just going to kind of lay down after he heard the word flies and be like, "Yes, bring them to me."
Nibblegits, you see that
Oh yeah, Nimblegate is still here.
you see that your arm is starting to grow the fungi on it.
Oh no. Okay.
David just gonna be over there. Poke, poke. Hey, this is new.
Can Al turn and try and drink his oil?
Yeah.
Al, when you stick out your tongue, you see that it is covered with the fungi now.
Oh, gross.
Well, we got to help the crew. Hang on.
Well, that didn't work.
Help the crew. Doctor, the people are starting to back off and going, "Take these, whatever they are, into your lab, and we'll let you work on whatever you need to work on." And they kind of back off and start going into their, like, houses and stuff.
Al's tongue is going to be out, and he's going to be like, "Ava, listen, it's just algae. It's fine."
Ava just kind of rubbing at her helmet with her with the rolled newspaper gun. That's really weird. You're trying to help them, and they're trying to threaten you. These people just don't seem particularly smart.
Yeah, you know people are stupid. Let's go.
It may be
Yeah, and as
coincidental
we-
that a bunch of fish rise into the helmet and immediately turn towards Al.
Al, are you still a hippo poking your head out of the door?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
It will simply make the story more entertaining.
So you watch as the people go to the building next door. Everyone
Okay, so
in the party.
Right now, I'm Hippoalamus, which is my hippo name. So I will. I don't know. Like, if I transform, like, I'm in this situation where I'm a big creature right now. So it seems like the growth isn't going as bad. If I transform into something smaller, Al's still afraid that he might have more fungi on him.
So you're gonna be stuck in this building all day?
I mean, I guess I have to grit check it, right?
Sure. Give me an 8.
I love that you're volunteering for the natural ones now.
Okay, so
There you go.
Al decides against his better judgment he is going to transform into a different form, and he's going to try and transform into what Nimblejits looks like. But it's going to be a little bit fucked up because he can't fully understand what the suit looks like because it's not an actual creature.
All right, so as you're going in, you're seeing a hippo get torn in half, and you see an Asian man standing in the middle of it.
I am now George Takei.
Yes. You
Perfect.
see the same
Except
Asian
nowhere
man that's
near as
following
charming
you
or
into the
good-looking.
building.
I am George.
We see
Alkay.
that?
Yeah.
We see that when we're walking by. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
I imagine you see the hippo ripping in half, and you just see like this green fungi pussing out, like a
Yes, I
like a
imagine
volcano
you-
of green.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
your
gross.
whole arm is covered in the green fungi now, your whole left arm.
I am.
I was,
Groot.
I was
Right.
hoping that the decontamination with the change would take care of your infection, but that doesn't seem to have worked.
Yeah, and as he says that, I'll sort of point to my arm, and I'll be like, how is this? This is an inanimate sort of structure, or what is this out?
Oh, no, it's on
what is
your
this?
personal arm.
Oh, inside the suit. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Okay.
How? How did he get inside his suit?
He did open the faceplate.
Throw up. You're right.
So yeah, there's more pep in my step now that it's on me. When it was on Al, I was like, oh, that sucks. And now that it's on me, I'm like,
Oh, so
yeah,
we'll
come
get
on,
another
doctor.
Pugmeranian.
We're welcome
Yeah, he can transform into someone else. It's fine.
to, So I'm like, yeah, let's keep moving.
Yeah, and when you enter into his lab, you see a bunch of tables with magnifying glasses, beakers. You see like a bunch of writing on the wall of like formula on top of formula. You also see pictures of Bezos handing Dr. Doofenburger an award on there. You see the picture of him and Dorothy like in their early 20s. You see a group picture of like all the scientists like you saw at Professor M's lab, and then you also see essentially old Bepsi shirts on different chairs.
Oh yeah. I'll mention the colleagues that we recognize from some of the other pictures because we've seen a few of his colleagues'
I saw
labs and
that
stuff.
one.
At this point,
I
right?
saw that one. I saw that one. I'm wearing that one.
Eva, while you're pointing, you also point to a picture with 5 gentlemen with Dr. Doof, and one of them looks like a really young Mr. Jingles.
Oh, hey, there's that jerk person who stole our stuff.
Oh yeah, that is yeah. And I'll mention that's Jingles, and we've had an interaction with him and asked Doctor what his relationship with Mr. Jingles is. Out of
Well, you
curiosity.
see, it all started back in Gimmelsmirts. Oh, sorry, I'm not Dr. Doofenburger. No, it's just another guy I worked with. If you guys are Phineas and Ferb fans, you'd have caught that.
I got it. I got the reference. Evil Incorporated. Yep.
I was thinking Sicily, 1941.
It's not the Golden Girls. Come on.
Look, have you heard what our ship is named?
No.
We officially pilot the USS Betty White because it lasts forever.
Still around.
Still around.
Still around.
She's probably still piloting it herself, even though it's the year what? 20,000.
We haven't figured out who the guy is. You might be right.
She's Bezos' boss. She's the true emperor.
Right.
Spoilers.
So yeah, continue
No,
what you were saying.
He's just one of the guys I worked with getting here.
When
didn't
was
sleep
the
with
last
them. That's
time
what you
you?
wanted.
Oh, just the last time you've been in touch with him. We just wanted to make sure he was okay, is all.
I've been here for I don't remember how long, so I haven't seen him in a long time.
Okay, let's see.
No, at this point, I need to get some samples. I need to get some fluid samples from everybody.
Al proceeds to whip out his. Al's ready to pee in a cup. Try to make this YouTube friendly. Al was prepared to pee in a cup.
Hey, while urine will help, I need blood or whatever you got inside of you.
Oh, trust me, there's going to be blood when I finish with this.
I did.
I will.
Doctor, didn't he's not a human, is he?
I think Al spent a little bit too much time with the fun people back on Bepsi Station.
No, they're not human. Why do you think this this infection is hitting them so hard?
Yeah, I was about to say, sucks to be them. And she like goes to her desk and starts typing on her computer.
I was going to kind of like go over to Dorothy, you know, his Owian in his hand, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm going to urinate on Dorothy.
She takes her scissors and she snips it off.
I will. Then that's going to produce the blood. That's going to go on to Dorothy.
She takes one of her mugs and jumps out the pen and like collects it, and she goes, "Here you go, Dr. Doofenburger."
I'm going to kind of look at Dr. Doof and be like, "I told you there'd be blood by the end of this."
God, you're still the best assistant, Dorothy.
I better get a Christmas bonus this year, Doctor.
I was going to look at Dorothy and be like, "Oh, I already gave you your bonus." Gives her a wink and walks off.
She snips a little bit more.
Al just looks down and be like, "It's only a quarter of an inch left than I had."
So Nibblejits produces
and
two
your
vials.
shoulder is now green.
I don't think that's
Okay, so
Al's
he's-
biggest concern right now.
Oh no, when that becomes green is going to be the problem.
There's nothing left.
Right.
It turns green in Dorothy's hand.
Nimble gets. What were you saying?
Yeah, so he produces his own, like, he's got two samples and he's going to test one himself and hand one to the doctor because the doctor knows, like, he's seen this before, and he's going to go ahead and I want to go ahead and look under a microscope and see what I see, and then he can sort of compare how far along this stage is for me. So
Yeah, I do have to
I'm
ask.
just sort of looking at my own
Given
curiosity.
Nimblejit size, is yours just a scope?
He can still, like, he would still use standard, like, human size tools, but he does have a set of smaller mini tools in his accessory.
That's
I
fantastic.
think that joke went over your head,
Oh, maybe so.
and that's not a short joke either. But it's
He was so focused on the science. He played a
So
character.
focused on the science.
Nimble gets, you get a adversary token. That was great.
Oh, great. Yeah, thanks.
So,
Da-da-da-da-da.
Doctor, are you looking
I
into
need all the help I
the
can get.
microscope?
yeah, well, running it through like a centrifuge, and then I don't know. I'm sciencing the shit out of it. Oh, I'm sorry, family friendly.
Oh no, it's fine.
Wait,
We
since
had
when?
it.
Did
you
you
mean
not
family
just see
friendly?
someone get castrated over here, family friendly?
Well, there you go.
I have a bloody dick in my hand,
Science
shaking
true.
it around the
No,
room.
no.
Appropriate.
Dorothy, I believe, has the bloody dick.
Yeah. Dorothy now has that.
It is her trophy now. You don't get it back.
You was partnered.
She's getting it taxidermied.
What's she gonna use that as a toothpick?
Gross.
Oh, a coffee stirrer.
See, that one
Anywho.
was a small joke. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna turn into
Anywho,
it's Al's baby hippo.
you put it in that machine that like shakes the samples, and Nibble gets you looking underneath the microscope. You see that the infected cell is like is going close to the unaffected cell, and they like meet, they like vibrate, and then the other one's like infected and like goes to meet other cells.
And it's like happening like as I can see it happening. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll very quickly like ask the doctor. So what has your progress been like for stopping the spread of this? Very concerned.
Well,
I don't have a
correct-
solution yet, but I've been working on this. Go ahead.
Al, the correct way to write that was Gnome's Tavern. We have the meats.
Well, I don't anymore.
Right.
Dorothy has.
So what are you saying, Doctor?
Gnome's Tavern. Where's my dick?
It's in Dorothy's coffee.
There's the cream to your sugar.
Jeez.
Okay, we're taking a step too far now. Let's take
All right,
it
we've
back.
kicked the can. It's
That was a semen joke.
There's gonna be some videos you can't post. That's all.
Good thing my mom's isn't in chat this time. But anyhow, what were you saying, Doctor? After
Wait till the wedding.
This is why I've been on this planet for the last 30 gosh darn years, and also hiding. I mean, trying to avoid 272.
And I was just gonna look down and be like, "Oh my."
Yeah, 272 was not a very nice gentleman, before and after.
Yeah.
Coming from you,
Did
Dorothy.
seem like he had a significant list of grievances.
And he was shiny too, as I was still spewing blood out.
Are you gonna take care of that, there, Al?
He looks at Al, just looks at his shoulder and be like, well, which one?
The bleeding all over my office.
Al grabs some fungus from his shoulder, rips it off, and just pats it down. Kinda
As
like
you
a-
do that, it expands to like your groin area. I never thought I'd say that as a deal. It expands, the fungi expands to your groin area.
I'm gonna look up and be like, well, that's not the first time it's been green. It won't be the last. Yeah, happy Doof.
Nimblejit didn't do it good. He's avoiding that situation at all costs.
Yeah, so
I
is
told-
Ava's
I told you it was a
over
forest down.
here.
No, Ava needs to
Because if-
poke the green.
No, because if she tried to whap it or something with like her newspaper, she might touch something she would regret.
There's nothing left. Dorothy cut it off.
After this, while you're having this discussion, you hear a loud banging on the door, and you hear scratching noises. Ah! Ah!
Ah, shit. We've had this before.
What have you heard before?
Yeah, I mean, I look to the doctor like, what's that
People
about?
that don't like things Al said.
Damn it, Ava, this isn't Jeopardy.
Well, based
I
on
mean-
what I'm hearing at the door, we might be in jeopardy soon.
That door's pretty solid. That door's pretty solid. Let's just.
I was gonna look down and be like, so was I once. So was I. Kaiju Batman. Al starts to transform.
Al notices that he will not be able to fit in this laboratory as Kaiju Batman.
Has the time of day changed? Like, what has something changed that I'm just trying to figure out? Like, what
No,
if,
it's been like it's been probably like 20 minutes because it has been 20
Okay.
minutes in real time. There's jokes.
Yeah. Okay.
Doctor, you realize that
No.
this is getting 2 cases of really aggressive is very rare.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm just gonna, say I got something that slows things down. It doesn't stop it, but it slows things down. And I take a sample of their blood that we had there, combine it with the serum I have, shake it up, and I inject and offer it as a at least temporary solution to everybody.
Roll me a
wanna-
brains check
Okay.
and just roll me a brains check and I will keep a note.
Yeah, I would take a look at it in a microscope first. And then my second question would be, what are the side effects as I look towards the door?
You've seen Ted, right?
Yeah. Okay, that was where I was going with that. How temporary is temporary?
Ted is human though, and this doesn't affect humans
Right.
really hardly at all.
Al? We lost him.
We may have.
So you look underneath the microscope, Rusty.
Oh yeah,
with
go
it,
ahead.
And roll me a brains check.
What happened? What did I miss?
I'm just
Well, you're being given a
putting
pseudo
this
serum.
stuff under the microscope.
Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, you're in great pain and
Okay.
you're probably about to pass out.
All right, sweet, cool.
And he hands you a serum and says, "This will slow it down."
Then I will simply.
What did I see under the microscope?
Oh, I'm seeing what Al's doing first.
Oh,
Okay, got it.
I will. What color is it?
Neon blue.
Perfect.
It looks like Icebreaker's gum.
Well, I always like the flavor of minty fresh. So I'm going to stab myself in the leg.
Okay, roll me a.
Oh, I was just
brains
about to
check.
take a look at that under the microscope, but
Fuck it. Al has no fear.
Remember, this is Mr.
You
Al. Shoot
start
up first
feeling
and ask
better.
questions later.
You start
Al
feeling
shoots
better.
up. Awesome.
and I start asking the doctor. I was like, how temporary is temporary?
I was going to pull out the needle,
How long did these
throw it
effects
to
take?
Nimble just and be like, here, inspect
Well-
this.
I dodge. I'm gonna try to dodge.
Well, it wasn't the bloody needle, it was the tube.
So,
Okay.
Rusty, what you see underneath it is you see the infected cells are like trying to be like, come over here and like waddle their way. And the other cells in the serum, there's like another cell that comes in that you don't know, and it talks to the uninfected cell first, and that cell kind of like stops and starts shaking, and this cell like stops and starts shaking.
Tell me, you didn't happen to major in science, did you, Gnome? 'Cause that was fucking amazing.
This is space. There's
Oh, Got it. My bad.
There is
Y'all are
no,
humanoids.
There's no science in space. I mean,
Y'all are
I like-
humanoids. I'm a
I like how
GM.
this-
I make up what I want.
I like how the
It's like a
cells
space
started
bar
sounding
joke.
like, I
This
love
is
you,
so
Peter.
great. Yeah.
love how the cells talk to each other. There's a nightclub over on the corner. They're gonna go to
Yeah.
I mean, they
later.
didn't talk to each other. It just
You just said they did.
well, you know,
Words
not
that
like,
came out of the GM's mouth.
not like they were
The
like,
cells
hey,
talk to each other.
how's what are you doing Friday night? No, like
How's
Hey,
how's
so-
the wife? Gotta go for a beer?
yes, there
Hey,
was
so
the
how's Al's
uninfected
bloodstream?
cell, and then there was a weird cell that he's never seen. And before the infected cell came in, the weird cell touched that cell, and they started shaking, and the infected cell started shaking.
Great, so
too.
now the cell doesn't have any consent.
I just have in my head, Doof and Jackson. All of a sudden, we put a small microphone down, and Doof cell comes and goes, No, honey, you don't want to date him. I've heard bad things about him, and let's be honest, I dated him the other day. He was real bad in bed. Look, we got better options over here on this side.
Space science, no.
My father would kill me if he knew I was dating a cell like you.
But yeah, and now the cells are vibrating.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
I was gonna say, we have a really bad track record with things that vibrate.
Well,
Yes,
yeah, I'm
we do.
actually trying to think
Typically,
back
when we
to-
have things that vibrate, they explode about 15 seconds later.
And that's
So
how I have
here's,
kids.
Here's the problem. I feel that this disease is curable rather
That's
than
your fear?
slowing
God.
it down.
Cloud,
But
that's
the
genius.
fear is the solution, I believe, comes from 272. And I'm terrified of 272.
When was the last time you interacted with this subject?
Shortly after I created him.
And that was How long ago was that, Gnomes? Was that
Now, important
years?
question.
That was several
When
years
you
ago.
after you created him, were you giving him hugs regularly? Because if you didn't, that may have stunted his growth.
What?
And as Ava says that, I was going to turn
Also,
real quick.
importantly, did
Yep.
you actually give him cake?
There's the question I was going to ask. Was cake involved, Dr.
No
Doof?
cake.
That's
See,
what
that's why he's so upset at you. No hugs and no cake.
makes 272.
You're
Want
a
to play.
terrible father.
So, how did you create or come about creating this? I mean, can we say being? Was it once a living human or something else?
Teen cells in space.
Dr. Doof, you know, and you can tell them as much of this information as you want. You slice together a bunch of different alien species plus the illegal goo and hit it with a bunch of different chemicals and radiations.
Okay, I guess I wasn't under the assumption that it was a spliced together. I thought it might be more of a. Now again, if that's the way it is, that's fine. More of a, just something that I was testing my. Well, thing on.
It was not a young teen that got
I mean, we
bitten by
can
a
change it that
radioactive
way. That's
fungus.
fine. Yeah, dude, let's change it that way. That makes a lot more. It just involved the goo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was testing a new, well, let's call it goo, on a creature.
Wait. Like the goo that person stole from us? Pointing
know what
directly
goo.
at Jingles. The picture
Yeah.
on the wall that we just talked about.
Yeah, no, see, we mentioned we had an interaction with them.
Storytelling.
Maybe. So, where do you typically get your goo?
Al looks
Like,
at
able to
Dorothy and
start to put
winks.
this together, like, okay.
You normally Bezos supplied you with the goo.
Wait. The incredibly illegal goo? That goo?
Yeah.
Bezos supplies the incredibly illegal goo.
Well, you guys don't know that. Dr. Doof knows.
Right, we don't know yet. Yeah.
Right, we
Okay.
haven't heard this yet, but
Again, this is out of character. Just
Right,
based
right.
on what I have here, the goo didn't come from outside. I was tasked with a certain thing, and I was working with different things different ingredients to try to
Yeah.
perform what Bezos was looking for. Correct?
Yeah, and goo was one of those ingredients.
Okay, so goo is a part of this universe
Yeah,
then.
and
It's
the
special
purple goo,
Okay.
if take it
Gooniverse.
incorrectly, it will enhance all of your physical attributes and mental, but it will usually explode your heart and all your organs.
That's inconvenient.
It's a minor setback
Yes, minor thing.
for life. Yeah, for life.
look, if you don't need hearts and organs, I mean,
Like Ava over here.
Well, no.
that's more than you do.
Yeah, there's quite a few hearts and lungs and things in there. So.
It's
I
a
only
number
said-
of hearts and organs.
I only
You're
said
the one with
one
none.
heart. One heart. It said.
So yeah, and like we discussed with Jingles, what you did to him.
All right, so back in character. I'm not going into specifics, but I was tasked with something, and part of the experiments led to 272.
Nimble just he says, "I appreciate your candor and understand there are things you can't divulge. But there should do you have any sort of security? Is there some type of? I mean, I know we have a quarantine zone, but it seems like there may need to be more security here. Like, what's the deal with Subject 272? Do you know their whereabouts? Like, how do you keep tabs on them? How do we
no
go
idea.
about finding them to find a solution?"
But nobody knows where I am except now you all.
Except us and everybody in the Martian military who told us where you were, and a lot of people seem to know where you are.
Well, besides them, nobody else knows I'm here.
Yeah, sorry about that, Doctor. We needed some supplies, so I called them.
But wait, didn't we hear that Dr. Doof was here from like 4 episodes ago or something like this? We were on a
Yeah,
complete-
you heard it from Professor M and Jingles.
So like 4 episodes ago, 5
Yeah.
episodes ago, maybe 6.
Well,
It doesn't seem to. People off this planet know where you are. You're the best kept secret on Mars.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Professor M was looking for you, and he called me. I told him. Were we in hiding?
Might be time to move lab again, Dorothy. Time to move lab again.
Yeah, I don't really like this place. It's kind of scary. And you hear another beating against the door and scratching.
You should probably do something about that infestation you seem to have.
Yeah. Now, the problem could probably be solved if you can somehow get a hold of a sample of 272. Is that something your resources can come up with? I don't have access to the resources.
I feel like a couple of episodes ago, Nimblejit's got a sample of 272.
I know. Part of me is wondering that too. I feel like I'd have to go back.
I feel like that would be something that you would have done.
Or Gnomes would have to tell me. But I remember when we had green goo, I was very intrigued.
I was gonna say, did we encounter 272 in one of the times that I was not here?
No.
Yes.
No, that was the one when you were hitting him with the newspaper and he came up behind you.
Right, but like he phased through walls. We couldn't touch him or really interact with him, and he kind of ignored us.
Yeah,
and I think he directly told you, Nibble, just to not interact with him or bad things would happen.
Yeah, and then he sent Al back in time in his mind.
Yeah.
I feel like Nimblejit would have
stayed out of its way, though.
Yeah, you stay out of its way.
Okay, so we don't have anything.
Then when he left, I don't remember. I'd have to go back, but. Okay, so we need. Well, that's.
Horrible death for Chad.
I was gonna say that's where it happened, so we could go back there and maybe try to find a sample if something's left. I don't know. Would I know if that would still even exist if we went back to where that came from, or if there's another place we could get that sort of sample?
What if you? I mean, we could always call him here. He seems to really want to find you, Doctor.
Oh, there you go, Doctor. We could just have him come here. So
Before you do that, in order to make up, be prepared to give a hug and have a cake.
Al has an
I don't know
idea.
if you want to hug this being.
Al has an idea.
You weren't there when 272 broke free.
You said you gave him no hugs and no cake. I don't blame him.
So, Doctor, if cake and hugs won't contain this creature, is there a device that will? Do you have a containment facility if we can bring this, if we could capture this subject?
I don't.
Have to be cake and hugs, because if so, we're gonna need help with the cake.
A cage made of cake hugs. There we go.
I like it. Continue.
What would you say your idea was, Al?
Al's idea is very simple. I need communications, a derelict area, and something to capture him with.
Are you going to essentially put like
as Al stares at Dr.
box?
Doof, stare directly at Dr. Doof in his eyes, just like this, as he transforms into Dr. Doof.
All right, Dr. Doof, you see a George Takei looking Asian man. His eyes start flickering and starts turning to the color as you, as a beard is forcefully ripping from the skin out, and as like layers are coming like an onion peeling as he's starting to get lanky, and you hear bones cracking as he gets up to your level, and now he is at your height, and you see yourself staring at you.
Well, that's interesting.
How terrified. How scared is he? How scared is he?
Well, he knows you're a Pugmarinian. So
yeah, I know, but it's still going to scare him, surely.
Roll a Grits check 6.
Al is going the route of Sarah. He will begin to yell at Dr. Doof. Find me a containment unit!
he is really close to your face as he screams, "Give me a containment unit," in your voice as skin flakes are falling from his face. And you are very unsettled and very frightened at yourself yelling at you.
That's creepy as shit.
I need a unit, and his tongue comes out like the hippo.
You had a unit. She has it now.
And as his face finishes, the disease kind of crawls up into his face. So now
Don't
he's
you
got
skip
bug eyes.
don't you skip over that dick joke. You don't do that.
What was the
No.
dick joke?
How can you skip
It
over
took
that?
me a
sir?
second, Joe.
And Dorothy's like,
All right.
"Doctor, what is going on? Why did you let these people in here?"
I'm gonna look at
I'm asking
Dorothy.
myself that same question.
Yeah, I don't know
How
why
is the-
you let us in either.
Could I assume that I have at least worked out a few possible ideas as far as containment for 272? Like, I don't know, a magnetic cage or something to help stop him from, phaging through walls.
You know that if you kind of guess if you're able to put some more of the goo onto him, that it will ramp it up. It will fuck with him, and he will become stationary. That's how you
Maybe it'll
escape.
explode. Maybe it'll explode his heart and
Yeah.
his internal organs or something.
Because he was having
Hey,
trouble
just a little
holding his
step
ass,
back.
and that's how you
What?
escaped.
I have goo on me
See,
right
there's
now.
the
right?
help the crew right there. You remember that he was going to murder you, and you threw goo into his face, and it freaked him out, and he was like having trouble holding his form.
Avery wants Ava hugs instead.
Ava hugs as Ava calms you down with this with a hug.
As you freak out, she's gonna come over and give you a hug and pat just. Shh, 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 it's fine. I understand he's scary. It's okay. You only have to see him for a little while.
And this
That's
is
a
what
scary
remembers-
looking man.
Pat, 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 pat. Shh, shh, shh.
And I just start weeping into Ava's shoulder. Eva's shoulder, excuse me.
So
Eva,
now
while
knows Eva
you're-
solve things. She creates water. Look at this, godlike.
And while you're
Hugs.
rubbing his head, you see behind him a picture of Rose shaking hands with Dr. Doof and Bezos.
Just the helmet kind of leans slightly to the left while just shh, 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 shh. Oh, hey, I know her too.
Do you look around, Doctor, or are you still freaking out by the flashbacks
Yeah,
in
no.
your
I
face?
look around. Now, I don't know some of these characters, so I mean, you might have to
so
fill me
when
in a
you
little
look
bit.
at
Okay.
behind you, you see a beautiful woman in a pirate's gown, and you know her as test subject 201. That you spliced her from a Pugnarian and from Bezos himself.
Oh, gross. I mean, that's really interesting.
Amazon Prime will do some crazy shit to
Hey, it only took 2 days to make that.
you.
Oh,
From
2 days.
concept to delivery in 2 days.
Okay, so you hear him say it took him 2 days to make that as he looks at a picture of Rose.
You made that? We have that. It's
Yeah,
over.
basically,
She's
that's-
over.
that's
It's,
wait a minute. Yeah, we're
made
both
Jeff-
like talking over each other about that picture and that
And
test
Al's-
subject.
Al's just gonna be like, "You made Jeff Bezos?"
Quite the
You know
calculus.
Rose?
I thought you were talking
know
about
Rose?
Rose. That makes so much sense.
Yes, yeah. Rose was some of my earlier works, and yes,
Well, she-
trying to solve a problem.
She's not working right now, Doctor. She's
What is your relationship with Rose? When was the last time you seen her?
Last time was before 272 happened.
Yeah, dude, you fucked up a lot
Just
of
a few
things.
It all went downhill after 272. You should have seen 273.
No, my life after 272 has been dedicated to trying to solve this problem.
But that's a hell of a problem to solve. So here's my suggestion as Al. Do I have goo on me or do I have fungus on me? Which one is it?
You have fungus on you.
So it's not the goo.
Not goo. No, you'd be having a heart attack.
Well, fuck. There goes Al's plan.
By heart attack, we're talking about like a heart attack, like grenade strapped to their chest, running at you. Heart attack.
Yeah, like that inside your body.
So every cell has a grenade strapped to it.
Yeah.
No, specifically the heart. Specifically the heart.
And they're all talking to each other because that's what they do in space. Apparently.
Right. About former love interests, yes.
Yeah, and you remember that you touched the goo and it gave you a scary cloud muscle forming sensation over and over again.
So my question would be to Dr. Doof, if I touched 272 looking like this, what would happen to it?
What would happen to who?
272?
To 272, most likely nothing.
Well,
But to you, I'm not sure about your safety.
Yeah, the doctor says he, remember you said something? Well, we're not affected because 272 tried to kill us.
I was gonna look at Dorothy and be like, the fuck does that even mean, Dorothy? You know, no.
Yeah, the doctor and I aren't affected. We've been here for years. We ain't affected.
How can you be not affected because he tried to kill you? That doesn't make any sense. That's like saying I am not allergic to pollen because I didn't sneeze today.
That's right. That's right, though. She's right.
I mean, look, you infected. He didn't try to kill you and touch you. We're not infected, and he tried to kill us and touched us. So, I don't know. I ain't a scientist. I'm a secretary.
Where on the doll did he touch you, Dorothy?
I think what she's saying is that there is some possibility that the fungus is 272 related.
Yes,
He may have caused it.
the fungus only started appearing after 272.
Yeah.
And then you hear it. You hear another scratching out the window. Boom.
That infestation is really bad. You should get an exterminator.
As I mentioned,
Number...
this disease doesn't seem to affect the human race very often. It's very rarely does it affect humans, and even then, I almost wonder if there's been some interspecies mingling happening.
And
Well,
then
now we're talking
Eva just
Al's
kind of
language.
points over to Al.
The scratches.
I was just like,
There's so far you can guess is 2.
Oh, no. Oh, I was going to ask Dr. Doofenburger, like, how many, like, what number is he on now? Like, we've gotten to 272. Have there been other experiments? Is that what these people out here are? Like, what number are you on now?
I was gonna look down and be like, it's 278 at least.
No, these are just infected that I've been trying to solve, trying to cure, and nothing I've come up with so far has been in the problem.
Boom.
Okay, so right now we can call...
Scratching.
Do we have any kind of like cameras outside?
Why, yes, doctor, here you go. And she boop, 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 boop. And a screen comes down, and you see 3 doctors. Three infected people, and they've got it all over them, and they're scratching at the door.
Oh, shit.
Can I shoot Dorothy?
Again. Don't
didn't
dare
you say
shoot
it
Dorothy.
affected
I cannot find an
humans?
assistant better than Dorothy.
Yeah, she'll do anything.
She literally has done anything for Dr. Doof.
I don't know what this actually says about the quality of the labor pool in the area, but...
Well, she's not the one trying to eat his face, so that's...
so already chalk one up for Dorothy.
And she
she's
got
got
him a
one over
blood
on me.
sample really quick.
Okay,
So can I.
here's what we need to do. First of all, we need to figure out how to. Although these guys outside, they're on the last stages of this, last stages of the disease. They're gonna die. We need to try to put together this cage. Dorothy, while I work on this cage, try to trap 272. Put a call out. Put a call out to 272. Try to get him in. Try to lure it in here.
In here?
Yeah. Not in here. We get to call it out here to this a little further out here in the city. I need to capture 272.
Out there where the scratching people are?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a big tech expert, but maybe I know you tracked him. Maybe somebody can help get a signal to that tracker.
Get my name on it.
There's a tracker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Nimble
money
just
in
will perk up.
272.
Damn
Nimble
it,
just will
Dorothy.
pull out like this whole bin. He like opens up his chest and it's like a whole bin full of like scanners, and he starts picking out certain scanners, and he's like, oh yeah, what materials is he made out of, and like what sort of atoms do I need to pick up? And he's just like sifting through all these different scanners he could pick up.
Well, they're more helpful than that old guy came across the other week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. At this point,
I
I
just feel
guess
like I
we
should
share.
ask what old guy.
Yeah. What about this old one?
He was, Oh, he's that guy from that picture. And she points to the picture of Mr. Jingles. I forgot his name.
And so Ava's just gonna slowly turn from that
Mhm.
picture to the doctor and said, you kind of said a few minutes ago, recently, you hadn't seen him recently.
Yeah, and I'll
You
repeat-
just kind of said this.
I'll
Well, I
repeat it
didn't
back,
see
and
it
it'll have
today.
Dr. Doofenburg saying, I haven't seen him in years. And then it'll have Dorothy being like, yeah, last week.
Well,
Not everything I do here I'm able to share.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dr. Doofenburger. You know I like to gossip.
Now back to the
So-
problem at hand.
So
Focus on this problem.
when he came by recently, since it was, did he have our goo on him?
I have some goo.
So does
don't
Dorothy.
All right, well, that solves the problem for us.
Family
We need
friendly
goo,
street.
and you have it. Did that goo happen to come with an escape pod? Nibble is just kind of like
We're just gonna
asking-
tease out the threads of this particular sweater until it comes unraveling.
You're right, Evanius.
Who's
Yes.
asking how it was delivered? The goo
See,
delivery.
for those of you who, I mean, I guess it's just Gnome's Tavern and me. If you haven't picked it up, Dorothy. The best way to describe Dorothy, middle-aged. Think of Ghostbusters, the secretary from Ghostbusters. That's basically what's in your head. Like she's just this is just a job. However, she's really freaking good at her job. So
I'm about 90% sure that gnomes did not expect any of us to remember you saying that, or to even follow up on the old man's statement.
No, I knew it was. I just wanted to.
Okay.
I just want to throw in tension.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure though?
You hear another slam, and you see another infected person running up against the door.
Yeah,
That
so,
infection seems to be progressing really fast
This
all
is-
of a sudden.
This is
Okay, so
very
you-
odd behavior.
so you have goo. We can call sample, or what is it? 272 here. We can figure out a way to contain him, and then we need to get the goo on him so we can get the sample from him. What about these guys scratching?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go look at
on
the
the
camera.
outside.
Now there's 4 of them out there now.
Yeah.
So, just
Yeah.
sorry, Doctor. So you said this is late stage, right?
Yes.
How long does it usually take to go from not late stage to late stage?
Hell, most of these people have been out here for years.
Well,
And-
why, are they,
Okay. Better
why are they
question.
coming here though?
How
go
often
ahead.
do you usually see someone go from not late stage to late stage?
It's a great
I
question.
mean, it happens, but it's a slow progression. That's what my injections have been helping out with.
Yeah, this is
And
pretty
how-
weird.
And how many people live in this village?
I'll have to defer to gnomes on this one.
30. Well, it was 30
Okay.
before died this morning.
Son
And
of
then
a
Ted.
bitch.
So wait,
Yeah.
30 people live in this village. One of them died because he got ripped apart by a giant man bat. 4 of them just died. So that would be 26 who were not late stage, and all of a sudden 4 of them are. Huh. This might be something you might want to look into.
Hey, Go ahead.
Doctor, there's something coming on the horizon carrying someone else.
Can you give me more information, Dorothy? That's
Not
been
really,
a little
Doc.
vague.
I have to do everything for the doctor. Hold on.
Ask her if she called 272 over here already.
You see you see a silhouette of a man walking past a camera, and he is dragging another man.
Do I know these men at all?
You do not know the one dragging, but you can kind of make out that it is a weird glowing that's messing with the camera light.
Oh my God, there's 272.
Gonna give me 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
So at this point, I need to build this cage fast. This containment unit.
Yes, you do. Immediately.
I
So
imagine we could find. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, with your help, we could probably put something together quick. Yes.
Al just looks at his arm and his groin and is like, "No."
Al, give me a grit check, and also, Al, I need a grit check 10 from you, and I need
Not
a grit
happening.
check 6 from Nibble.
Oh.
Are you failing it?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
All right.
Are you failing it? Are you failing it?
Wait, I thought you said a 6. Oh, you said a 6 for me.
This may not be a particularly good thing to fail.
For the
I can
safety
tell
of
you
the team.
because the DM is asking you, "Are you sure?"
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to 10. I'm gonna go to 10.
That is-
Just because Nye convinced me.
You guys feel a little funky.
Okay, do we start
Okay.
dancing?
No.
Oh, we're not that.
Not that kind of funky.
Damn.
All right, so I'm gonna
not so good.
sort of work
Not so
through it.
good kind of funky.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work through it.
Tabletop 101's good thing to remember for Wednesday. If the DM ever asks you any variation of "Are you sure?" this is something you want to rethink.
So I guess you guys are gonna start working on this trap.
Yeah, we'll start.
Yeah,
working.
so I'm gonna start scanning the area, and I'm looking for I'm like, oh, there's like a titanium table or something. There's like I'm looking for materials that he can't get through, and I liked Dr. Doof's idea about sort of magnetizing it somehow quickly. So maybe we can hook it up to some sort of electric source and magnetize something, and that would sort of help contain this thing.
Wrap it in
So, yeah,
copper
we're just
cable
sort of-
and run an electrical current through it. Super magnet.
Right, there we
Boom.
go. Yeah, so we'll start pulling
Science.
together materials. Eva, what about you? What are you doing? We can either put you to work, or
to
you can
watch
be
the
doing something.
cameras.
That's okay, good idea.
You don't remember one hand taken up with a gun that I can't get off. You don't want me trying to help you construct things.
You see essentially, you see a better shot of this glowing image dragging a person.
Wow, he glows really good. He's got a friend too.
And Dorothy looks
I imagine this is like
oh my gosh!
helpful, not helpful for us.
Is that who it is, Doctor?
Oh my God, he's here!
Well, I guess.
Dorothy, did you happen to call him?
Yeah. I mean, I sent out a beacon and told everybody where we were.
Yeah, 272 does not like me.
Oh, well, that was quick. I mean, I thought at least showing up 15 minutes late would be more appropriate, but
Al,
Remember,
you get something-
remember who paid for 272? Who paid to have it invented? You gotta know it's gonna be quick. Yeah, I would expect it 2 days, but
Al, you get a voice inside your head that goes, "Give in. Give in."
I was gonna look around and look at Doof and be like, "Did you happen to hear that too, or am I just
hear what?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm just
Are you hearing things now?
yeah, I'm definitely tripping bulls. Bulls are
what-
being tripped.
What about you? What about you, Nibblegit?
I haven't noticed anything yet.
Ow. That disease will kill you. I can help you.
Directly addressing it.
Al's gonna be like, I'm listening.
See,
What are you listening to?
Al's just, Christmas music, be quiet.
I think
Yeah, I'm not playing anything.
When I sabotage the trap.
Sabotage the trap.
You're saying
Wait,
this out
what?
loud.
Saying this out loud. The voice never told me not to say it out loud. So I'm gonna sabotage the trap.
And give in.
Give in the trap to sabotage.
And you hear so give me a grits check 10.
I'm not passing that.
So what happens is you start losing control of your limbs,
Oh,
and you start getting very aggressive.
oh, I'm swinging
This is where Ava's gonna come over and start batting at him with the, newspaper.
with the newspaper. Yep.
And what do you do while you're getting batted with this newspaper as you start getting more and more aggressive?
Can't really do anything. I can't control my limbs.
Roll me
can't
another
just-
hit.
it's good. It's a good point.
That is true. That is true. Roll me a fight check.
Dorothy, where do we put the tranquilizer?
3.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. Adversity token, 4.
So you're getting hit, and you, I guess, are trying to resist this from ripping off your friend's head. And she was able to hit you back towards the table as you start kind of freaking out.
God damn it.
Gonna just try to, like... So I'm gonna say hug. What I want you to hear is grapple.
Okay.
Gonna try to hug him
Right.
and, like,
Hug and
hold...
cake.
Right, hug and cake. So we're gonna
A
try to hug
grapply hug.
him and, like, wrap the gun around the backside and then hold the gun with both arms so I have something to kind of help restrain him.
All right. Fight versus fight.
And then I'm gonna see how this goes, and then I'll jump in.
And we're gonna use 2 adversity tokens on that one to bump that to 5.
I'm not even using any tokens because this is a smart play for the team right now.
This is maybe the idea.
So you get grabbed and you're like held like that, and
Help me.
You hear a voice that goes, "Release," and then all of a sudden you gain control of your body again.
Okay, and then I'll just kind of like slump down and be like, "What the flying fuck's tard in fuck was that?" It told me to release, and now I can feel my body again. Something doesn't seem right.
The power of hugs.
Dr.
I'm gonna ask
Doof,
the doctor.
Yeah, so ask your question.
Do you know of this project of yours having the ability to speak telepathically to?
No.
Okay.
I can only imagine one of the effects of the goo has been telepathic abilities. So it doesn't surprise me that it can speak.
Yeah,
Mind
it
to
seems
mind.
maybe it's has some effect on Al. Yeah, so I guess we just continue finishing this like contraption we're building.
A little bit more than speaking to me there, Doc. You might wanna double check your record, eh?
Well, I'll update him later. I got this other problem to solve right now.
Doctor, there's another one at the door. And you hear boom.
God damn it, Dorothy.
I'm gonna ask
Told you,
Dorothy
she's the
why.
best assistant ever.
I'm gonna ask Dorothy why are they coming here? Like, where can't they go somewhere else? Why do they're like flocking here?
I mean, I don't know. Dr. Doof said this is where we're working at, and the checks still go, and I still have vacation time. I don't know anything.
Still have vacation time.
And it's Ava's voice,
Dorothy
a little
knows
bit
her
muffled because the interpreter unit is probably like on her chest and against Al as she keeps up the healing hugs, but just kind of over her shoulder. I think it's because the doctor is here, not elsewhere.
I mean, you're the scientist. He's a doctor. He got a doctorate in something.
And
So yeah, I'll turn to the doctor and say, I guess you're the bait then.
Well, Al was supposed to be the bait. It ain't working now.
I can't even work my body.
Yes. Well, you
best
can
bait.
now, actually. You can now because release happened.
Okay, true. Fair.
You've had release. See, that's a sex joke.
Yeah, I'll say I'll tell him you didn't say that.
So,
You know, if it's all that lasting power and hugs, and the joke makes itself.
the Dorothy goes, Doctor, there are things in the town, and the town folk ain't too happy about it.
Yes, I can tell that by the door.
No, not those town folk. The other town folk. And she points at the
what?
monitor.
Other town folk? What the fuck is happening?
And you see on the monitor, you see some townspeople standing around that aren't infected, and they're like, we don't... Like, kind of yelling at it.
What are they yelling at?
We don't take kindly to your kind around here.
We don't need any more of the... And you kind of hear it through the door, through kind of the scratching, one of the people, and you're just like screaming really loud at it.
All right, let's get. Yeah, how long is it going to take us to finish this, or at least our attempt at this unit?
Roll a brains check 12 at first, and let's see. Because you're trying
I
to get
sure
the
as shit
concept
thought he
down.
was. I thought he was going to say of this session.
Would you like to use a lucky?
Yeah, you use. Can I use a token to re-roll, right?
Yes, because you are human.
All right, so let's do that.
Must be nice being an uninfected human.
And you do get +2. Oh, no!
Jesus Christ!
Oh dear.
About that token.
Would you like to use another token?
Do it. Let's do it. Let's use another one. Let's use one more. Here we go.
Oh.
And all right, so it's in the cards that this is not happening. This is not happening right now.
But
We just haven't figured it out yet. So
Yeah.
like, it's built. Maybe the current or something is reversed or something's not correct. So
you're
we're gonna have to
having
keep messing
trouble
with it.
building it because you want this magnetized cage, and all of your tools keep getting shot out of your hand in this magnetized cage. And it's really frustrating.
And my
the
arm
shit
keeps
out of
sticking
you.
to it.
Yeah.
And your leg stuck to it.
Clunk, clunk.
And
The dice say no.
you guys hear gunshots being fired. Pew pew pew.
Okay, I was going to get a little bit excited by the gunshots.
Yeah, this door is not bulletproof.
I get the impression shooting, metal bullets at something made of plasma is not going to work all that well.
It ain't working too well. And she points to the screen, and you see 272 raise up the hand that's not dragging the guy, and he does like this, and the townsfolk that were yelling at him just drop and start shaking. Yeah.
Likely to explode. Yep.
Yep, that's what it looked like all those years ago. You remember, Doctor?
Yes, Dorothy, that's exactly what it looked like. I can see it like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Right now.
You know, Cheryl was about to retire too, and that's just so bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna start using my PTO right now, Doctor. I'll
Dorothy,
see you.
get out of here.
And
Like shove her out the back door or something.
She
Can have
starts
the rest of the
collecting
day
her
off.
eggs, and some of it
I was
keeps
gonna say,
flying towards the
something
magnet. She's just like, yep, not dealing with this today.
I love it.
I can totally see it happen. She's like, yeah, I'm going on vacation right now. She starts packing, even though like there's shit happening. She knows like imminent death. And she's like, just slowly packing her box. Something goes flying across the room. It's like, well, Yep, not today.
She's got her sun
Yeah,
hat on already.
She
She's
blasts
like,
off in like a escape pod.
Oh man, and yeah, this thing starts heading towards. Would you like to roll another brains check? 12, and I will let Nimblegits roll a d4. Nimblegits to see how well you help him.
Hey!
Or not. Apparently, you're just gonna do it. Well, there we go.
Good job, Nimblejits.
I sort of set him back, and then he fixed it. He was like, these are reversed nibble. Then I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah, so the panic of this thing heading towards you, and Dorothy, one of Dorothy's hair pieces, like the metal hair pins, flies off and hits it, and it kind of clicks in your brain. Oh, I need to reverse it this way.
That's awesome. It's like she made it click for us as she's leaving. That's great.
I
Perfect.
definitely agree with Clouds here that Dorothy may need to be a part of it. Well,
Yeah,
guys,
we can hire her after she's off of vacation.
Yeah, she's got.
What do you pay her, Doc? Yeah, what do you pay her right now, Doc?
you just hear her yell, "Not enough!"
Yeah, she's like,
I'm tired of this bullshit.
Oh, no, it's fine. As things are going right now, she won't have an employer very soon.
Pizza Fridays
All right.
won't be enough anymore, Doctor.
All right, we get out the goo, special gloves for the goo, and we start smearing it on the inside of this cage.
And as you were doing that, is anybody looking at the camera
I'm not.
now?
If I can somehow restrain Al while looking at the cameras, then yes.
Sure. You see this glowing thing approach the door, and the fungi try to rip its head off, and it just lifts up its arm, and they drop and start shaking.
Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
I prefer the bad news first, Ava.
The glowing thing's right outside.
Okay, and the good news?
The fungi people aren't on his side.
I thought you were gonna say the good news is the glowing guy is outside.
That is Ava.
I mean, that would be good news if you guys were done yet. But it seems like you still have a little bit of work to do, and you need to go a little bit faster.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get more power, like more juice to this thing, and I'm
Roll
sort of
me a
rustling around in the
brains
back
check,
for stuff.
Doctor, at an 8 now that you understand how they... And Nimblegits, you can roll a d4 to help. Oh, you rolled
Didn't need my help.
Oh, hold on. It's a different die. You do have to re-roll that.
Yeah, it's brains.
Oh, yeah, my bad, dude. I was like, what? Why is it?
Why is
colored
it
like
blue?
that?
That's what I was
It's
like.
blue because it
Oh, okay.
exploded. Yeah.
There we go.
He still got it, yeah.
You are amazing under pressure, and you are able to figure it out. But here's a question. It crosses your mind. How are you going to get into this trap?
I don't know. I haven't solved that problem yet. Now, I don't care. How big is 272? I don't know how.
He's 6'2".
Oh, so he's just a little guy. Okay.
Well, it was going to be like 272.
I love how this is considered to be little. Like,
that was hyperbole, by the way. Yeah.
like I know the number that's on my driver's license. I mean,
Okay, but imagine
it's nothing compared to how small of what Al lost, but still.
That was a quarter
roll
of an
me
inch.
a brains check. 8.
Wait, who's doing that?
You.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing I was gonna say, we can distract
I can actually
this
bump
thing.
Okay.
we'll bump that to
what you see on the camera is the fungi is leaving their body.
And you just gotta see, still wrapped around Al to make sure he can't do the sabotage thing. Ava kind of leans over, and one of the shrimp comes up and kind of bobbly eyes over the screen. She goes, huh, When he's nearby, the fun guy's going away. It's going away real fast. Like I can see it going away.
Where's it going?
Like, is it retreating? Is it changing over to the building's walls?
It's like it's essentially like falling off of them as it's going away.
Well, you ever have scale rot and you have to deal with it and you get that scrubber that gets it off?
I haven't had that problem yet, no.
Yeah, no, me neither.
It's just kind of falling off, like when you scrub really good with a wire brush.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, I've never seen that before either. Things are starting. Things are starting. Actually, you do want to in this case.
Look, if you think you want to have scale rot, by all means,
I want it to
be
fall
over
off.
there.
I want it to fall off. That's the problem.
Most of us want scale rot to fall off. Now, what do we do about this?
You hear kind of like a welding
really
metal
work.
sound as metal is burning.
I remember
this is
that
the
sound
sound.
from
Everybody
when you
get
came through
ready.
the wall.
Yeah, get ready. And then, Doctor, we've got to somehow distract this thing to get it in here. I don't know how.
If you had
Al, we
started
might need your
earlier,
help.
you would have put cake in there.
Okay, now also again, how intelligent is this being? My guess is pretty smart.
Yeah, because he's telepathic, so he's pretty smart. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I made this thing.
Oh, what does it look like, by the way?
What does it look like? Oh shit, that's a great question.
Mr. Burns.
It's been 20 years since I've seen this thing. They all saw it earlier, did they not? See, I'm picturing, honestly, with some of the things that are coming up here, I was picturing something more like Lilo and Stitch type creature, if you will.
I've
That
always
can
imagined
kind of-
it as Mr. Burns in the Alien episode.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know that Bigfoot
Watchmen?
photo where it's like really fuzzy? Like, think
Yes.
of that, but like glowing green.
You mean like every
Gotcha.
Bigfoot photo?
You're just gonna make a guess. You've watched Doctor Who, yeah?
Yeah.
I have.
You know the episode with the Cybermen crossing the dimensions, the ghosts before that
Yes.
Yeah.
in neon green.
Gotcha.
An attitude.
Gotcha.
And
Okay, now it's a Power Ranger.
So, Al, you get another message. Are you going to help me?
I will simply say out loud, "Am I going to help you, 272? Yes. Yes, I am. We
Don't
can sabotage."
Call me and your brain starts hurting. Don't call me by that name.
Okay, 271.
Your brain starts hurting even more.
This motherfucker. What do you want to be called, damn it?
You shall call me my real name. Ask
Clive?
Ask the doctor.
Doof, what's 272's real name? Is it Clive? I feel like it's Clive!
Roll a brains check, 10, doctor, to see if you remember.
Oh, shit, my brain's gonna be hurting like a motherfucker.
like, Doctor, do you have one adversity token? A chance.
I do. Yes.
Okay, use
Yeah,
one
can I
adversity
give
token.
it an adversity
I
token?
got this. Hold on. Doc uses one adversity token from nearby because loyal crew member is a thing and it's stupid. He's gonna call out. Just think of back when he was a kid, when you weren't giving him hugs and cake or something. You must have named him something. Just remember. Really bad.
I love it.
After school special type, 11 hour.
You start flashing back in your brain, and there was a bunch of files on your thing, and you kind of remember a blonde-haired guy saying, "Private Joffrey Wells reporting for duty."
His name is Jeffrey.
Joffrey.
Jeffrey Chad Wells.
Did you just give our crew a setback?
Al suddenly has PTSD. And Al will say, "Is your name Jeffrey?"
Al, roll me a grits check.
Of
8.
nope.
When you say that, your head starts freaking, like the parts of your brain, it's like the worst migraine you've ever had, and you start losing your form. And Eva, as you're holding him, like skin starts falling off and becomes like a goo around you, kind of like you're holding a water balloon.
She's gonna try her best because she's familiar with fluid dynamics, and it's okay. It's okay. A lot of guys have trouble keeping their form at your age. It's fine.
Penis jokes.
And yeah, you start seeing the metal like kind of glow as it heats up closer and closer.
I do.
Everyone
I'm gonna try
besides
something.
you do, as you were worried about your shape.
I'm gonna try something on Al, because we're talking about this music and stuff we've seen in the past. I think it's just sort of for fun to sort of, I don't know, see if something will work with this music mess. It sounds really silly,
Christmas music?
but he's gonna start. Yeah, so he's got some music queued up, and he's gonna start playing. Like you start hearing that like sea shanty from Astro. It's like the and he's just like,
oh, you do the she shanty or the Christmas?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing that one first. I'm going through like all 3 or 4. So first I'm gonna do the sea shanty, and that's gonna start playing over the music, and then I'm gonna just watch Al.
Chew it up, gnomes.
I don't have the sea shanty.
Well, anyway, I'm basically gonna play through that and see if any of them make him calmer.
Trap
So
Shanty
I'll do
by
that.
Ashton Larrell. So that will be your song.
Copyright. Oh no, I found copyright free.
No, he's copyright free. He's my buddy. Trust me.
Here we go. All right.
Maybe reaching here, but
Sure, this is a sea shanty.
That's not my buddy. That's his copyright free shit, ain't it?
Send me a link. I wasn't ready for sea shanties.
Sidetrack us. Anyway, I don't want to. I'm gonna play that music, and then I'll go through the Christmas tunes, and then eventually I'll end up on that
Christmas.
calming flute
plan?
music.
Have you guys have a plan as this thing's going through?
Yes.
No,
I
don't.
to make sure he doesn't do something stupid.
Gnomes, I sent it to you in message.
I started this. I'm gonna end this. Hugs it is. I will be the bait. I will be the bait for this trap. When I get in there,
Nimble.
272 will come for me, and you can close the trap. Get the sample, plug it into what we have over here, and that should give you the cure. I show Nibblegets what I have prepared. That just needs the sample.
Okay.
And after you tell him this, you see the green body as it goes through the door.
I myself jump into inside this trap.
And you all of a sudden get a thought into your head, and it says, "Welcome. Hello, Doctor."
You can speak to me like a person, like you used to be. Don't speak in my head.
And then I can't take this she shanty. Okay.
Great freeze frame, perfect pause.
So,
Damn right.
so
There you
he
go,
goes,
Turn off the music.
and he and you kind of see him kind of form a mouth, and 2 black eyes kind of like peer above it, and it basically goes what is this doing this? Okay, why are we doing Oh, okay, hold on.
So what you're telling me, I just want to verify because what you're telling me is that this just so happens to appear just with a green background.
Yeah. I don't know why. Do y'all see double? My Streamlabs was showing double for some reason. No? Okay, cool.
No.
Okay, cool. Never mind. All right, sorry. That freaked me out. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, so essentially, yeah, you see this mouth kind of form and these two eyes. And let's see.
Hello,
you sent
Jeffrey.
it to me?
No, I put it in general, in your channel.
Okay. And yeah, so you see essentially that staring at you, and he goes, "Yeah, but green, exactly."
Right, with the green background. Yeah.
And he's just like, "Hello, Doctor."
Why does he sound like Dorothy?
No, Dorothy sounds.
Wait, she's not here.
Hello,
Wait.
Doctor. How are you?
Yeah, I've never seen
today?
Dorothy and 272 in the same room.
Yeah.
Hello, Doctor. It's me, Dorothy. Pizza Friday and what it used to be.
Nice.
Hello, Doctor. How are you today?
I'm ready to end this. Finish what you started.
You mean what you started?
Finish what I started. Yes.
And he kind of walks over to you, Al and Eva, as you're still holding him.
Big old bear hug. We got it. It's fine.
And and it touches the back of Al's head, or what's left of his head as he's gooing around. And Al, you are able to reclaim your shape.
Hey!
Whoa.
I'm back to Wait, so I look like Dr. Doof again?
Yeah.
I will quickly transform!
And then he starts walking towards you, Doctor. How would you like to end this?
Ava yells out, with cake!
Come give me a hug. Come give me a hug.
Oh shit, sorry, Cloud, I didn't mean to do that. My, shit.
Stop banning people, Wolf.
I didn't mean to! I'm sorry, Cloud,
Worst
I'm sorry.
mod ever.
I didn't mean to do that, my
half of Gnome's chat just went. My moderator.
Sorry, Cloud. Sorry. I tell you what happened. So, full disclosure, I have to ship in some cards right now, and my tape measure fell onto the keyboard and it banned him.
Doubt it.
That is a super
During the
convenient
dramatic
series.
fucking
It
moment.
really is. Like, I'm legitimately just doing.
During
Like,
a
they're
dramatic
monkeys.
moment.
Monkey's typewriter Shakespeare. Come on.
So,
Listen, my
so
bad,
he
Cloud.
goes, "Oh, a hug is what you want. That's not what you offered me back then." And all of a sudden, the four of you are hit with a vision, and it feels really real. And Dr. Doof, you are back in your lab in the Bezos Empire, and you are looking at a very young Joffrey. Joffrey Wells is a human with blonde hair, and you guys are in different bodies, but it feels really real to you guys.
Huh. This is what it feels to be solid.
Yeah, I'm inspecting it to sort of make sure I've got my wits.
And I was going to look down and be like, I'm still not solid.
And
I have teeth!
you hear behind you Bezos' voice going, "Are you ready for the experiment, Doctor?"
Ready.
Does anybody turn around to look?
Yeah.
I mean, I
definitely
thought we
wanna
just
see
saw
where the
everything,
voice is
but this
coming
was
from.
like a...
Used to not having to turn around, so she's still looking in one direction, the completely wrong direction, trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. She's used to being able to look around whenever she wants without having to turn, and it's not working very well right now.
I just
Yeah, I
figured we
think
could...
just instinctually.
Yeah, I
turn
figured we
when-
were just, like, watching this scenario play out, like, from a bird's eye view almost.
Well, no, y'all are in it. Y'all are in, like,
in it.
doctors' bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're, like, playing an NPC right now, basically.
Kind of.
Okay,
And,
cool. Well, then, yes,
Anyway,
we're turning around to watch.
And Jeffrey looks at you, Doctor, and says, "Doctor, is this gonna help the Empire?"
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're doing what you're doing one for the team. This is really going to help make things permanent.
I can't I can't wait to end this war.
And you are going to be a key part of it. Thank you for your service.
Doctor, stop giving him time and just begin.
All right, sit down, Jeffrey.
Sir,
do
it's Joffrey. I know I'm not supposed to correct you, but
Joffrey. Sit down.
Joffrey.
Go.
and then you guys see this machine power up, and it starts, and the light starts spinning as it's coming, and you can see him, and then you see metal, and then you see two big pools of, one is a glowing purple, which looks like the goo that was loaded into your ship, and another one is a blue liquid that looked like the stuff that he gave you, Al and Nibblegets.
Ow.
And both of these start draining as it starts spinning, hitting this guy. And y'all are free to talk and do, like, y'all are normal people.
I am looking at all the data and all the information about the chemicals that are in here. I'm like acting like I'm playing that part of that doctor, and I'm soaking up knowledge if I can. I'm like, oh, this isn't even real, but I can like learn from this. So.
And Ava's looking from the other direction, going, "What's going on? Where is it? I can't see anything."
I was just kind of there looking around, like, what can I steal here?
What can I steal out of this memory?
Listen,
Right.
you said you could act normal.
Doctor, you're also, in this moment, you're what you know present day, but you're like in a flashback, but you can act normally within this. If that makes sense. Like, it's as if you went back in time.
Not remotely, but we'll go.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's happening, and I'm assuming that Joffrey is screaming out a little bit in pain.
Yeah.
Joffrey.
Yeah, and
As-
you hear burning, like, you smell the smell of flesh burning. You hear the scream of it. You guys also hear a very familiar voice behind you as Rose walks into the room and is like, "Can we stop this? This is not how we want to do things. He's dying. Stop! Don't kill this guy. He's dying." And Jeff says, "Shut up."
My God.
Monster.
Well, again, here's. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. This is more of a flashback. There's not much there's really nothing I can change about the scenario. So it's more just as is, correct?
I mean, you can kind of change, but it won't affect the present day. It's as if you're
Like you can fight back or go with it.
It's like being like
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day, kind of.
Gotcha.
No choking children, though, please.
Yeah, so spoilers from the last a couple episodes. When Dr. M was in this, his memory was him waking up to his wife and kids wishing him a good morning, and then it kept repeating.
Ooh, nice.
And then he choked his children.
Yeah, so then he tried to test to see it, and he choked his children to death.
That was not
They
monetized by
came back the
YouTube.
next morning. They came back the next morning.
They did. I mean, did he really choke children if he does it in his
Which was
mind?
sad, though. Yeah.
I'm
Joking
pretty
children,
sure
is that what the kids call it these days?
that's what Al calls it.
I was
Choking the
chickens.
children.
Yeah. I always used to chickens, but
I
apparently,
mean, back in my day, it was choking the chicken.
Yeah, but you got to hold the children after you're done. So I'll stop. Monetization 0 for Gnome's Tavern.
So,
I'm never gonna make a buck off of these. I swear.
so everyone is watching this, and all of a sudden it starts slowing down. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Centrifugal force.
And there is nobody in the chair.
Smother a smurf. Yes.
And there's
saw the
nothing in the
cringe.
chair. That's what you see.
So Al's character's gonna be like, what the
I'm-
hell just happened?
Yeah, I'm looking for life support signs, like to see if it's still there or to see if it's gone completely.
I didn't know Amazon
Dr.
did
Doof,
magic.
You know that he will appear in a couple of seconds, so all the life support are going on. And this
Yep.
is where the killing happened.
I was gonna think of this as just like some fucking David Copperfield making the Statue of Liberty disappear. Shit, like God.
So
Amazon
roll
really
me
is
a
This was not.
grit check.
This was not intended to happen.
Roll a grit check, Doctor. 5.
Here you go, 7.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You got a 7?
Yes.
All right, so you kind of understand what he's doing, that this is all just a flashback, and if he kills you here, whatever. But you're like, yeah, this is where all my colleagues are about to die.
Yeah.
Including the 3 currently inhabited by the people who are trying to help me right now.
Yes.
Yep.
And
This was. Yeah.
Rusty, as you look at the vital signs, you see that they are perfectly fine over something that's
Would you
not
say they were
there.
fine, or would you say that they would be hyper inflated?
They're a little bit hyperinflated, but they're survivable. And then all of a sudden, the green figure appears, and it turns to you, Rusty, and it shoots a laser out of its hand. And right when it's about to hit you, you kick back in, and you're back in your body.
Whoa.
And you see them 3 just standing there with their eyes rolled behind their heads as they're like kind of muttering what they're saying and doing.
We got that possessed shit, huh?
Okay.
And you guys
I'll take a look at my surroundings, but go ahead.
And you guys see essentially what you see a scientist get blasted, and then Bezos screams, "Kill that monster!" And all these guards start opening up fire, and explosions are happening around you.
Oh
What
my
are
God,
y'all
we're gonna-
doing?
I can't say what's going on. I hear a lot of explosions going on.
I'm just gonna be there watching in shock, like he was just in the chair and now he's over there. That is some magical shit.
What are you doing, Doctor?
I'd say at this point, just kind of muttering to myself, "He's not the monster. He's not the monster.
We just went full fucking Frankenstein, didn't we?
We're the monster."
We went full Mary Shelley in this bitch. Now we're feeling sympathy for him.
Bezos is there. That's new. Yeah, he's there.
Yep.
And Rose is like, "Get down, everybody!" As another explosion rings past and hits the top of the lab, and it starts walking towards you, Doctor, as it's doing it.
I'm the monster. I'm the monster. I'm just muttering to myself, "I'm the monster here. I'm the monster."
Dr.
man.
Doof isn't here right now. Please take a message.
And as
Yeah,
it
so I
gets
guess I'm
closer to
hearing
you
this,
and you
right?
start shouting that, it opens up its jaw and like goes to bite you, and then you wake up into the moment now. And the two of
Wake
you
up,
wake up
monster.
also.
Hey, we're awake.
At this point, can I grab 272 and like pull him into this trap?
Yeah, roll me a fight.
Oh, good luck with this.
I was gonna say, as soon as I woke up, I was probably
That's actually a really
noticing
good
him.
That's actually just about as good as I can do for fight.
So you're able to grab him, and he kind of lets you, but you're like, all right. But it's like kind of burning on your skin right now. Hey, Raid with a beta kit, a beta tiki kit. Thank you so much for the Raid 1. I think I raid
A
them.
diabetic kid?
A
A
diabetic kid,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, dyslexia! You win again. You win again.
Which to me was kind of funny. The picture that was shown was people feeding each other. That was.
Thank you for the random blast, appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, their stream's really awesome. Go give them a follow. Their setup is a lot better than my setup, as you can see in the studio. So so essentially, you go to like kind of grab him, and you're trying to like pull him back into his trap, and he's just like, "Do you really want us both in this trap, Doctor?"
Yep, and I just grab him, pull him in, and at this point, was it Nimble gets?
Yep.
Should be firing that trap.
Yeah. I was gonna say, as soon as I woke up, like I was watching this go down, I heard the doctor sort of muttering those things. I was like, he's still under. This is my opportunity to sort of get in that position. And then, yeah, as soon as he went in for the sweet hug, I was gonna pull the latch, connect the current, and then watch this go down.
I feel like this isn't the first time something's been solved by an Ava hug.
Remember test subject 1?
Yep.
The one roll Ava did not pass that entire time.
And the one that was needed. God damn it.
He's not my son.
Yeah, so he goes in there and the trap sets, the magnets start pulsing, and the purple goo that you've had starts coming down on you guys, and you can kind of feel it as it looks like static is coming, or it's like one of those, when you remember when you used to like try to get HBO.
I don't remember.
Hey, thanks for the
race.
follow. A diabetic kid. Okay, now I got it.
A
thank you so much,
diabetic.
We're almost at 300. And
Nice.
you start feeling your heart rate is pulsing, and as everyone's looking at you, it's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z, where like when Trunks turns to like the cloud person and its muscles like keep extending and closing, and you feel like you just took a bunch of speed and you can run through walls like the Kool-Aid Man. As this is all going on you, but you feel also your organs are doing this inside
Melting.
your body. Yes, exploding. And he's like, "Ah!" And you are sent into another flashback.
Just the doc or everybody?
Everybody.
God damn it.
I could see it, now I can't! What's going
And-
on?
This is it is when you were a professor at the college on Mars, and they go, "You're fired, Doctor."
We needed a flashback for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be more, but
You're fired. Okay, cool. I'll get my shit.
and
See
you
ya.
guys are appear as students behind him, humanoid students.
You know
Oh
this
my-
won't be the last that you hear of me. My name will be in these textbooks. Fire
Oh my
me all you will. I'll be there.
Oh my
these
gosh, Doctor, I
textbooks.
really
Warning.
need to...
Warning, failure to take appropriate safety protocols when using goop may result in the same end as Dr. Doof.
I was just
He
going to be...
wasn't wrong.
I was going to be like, oh no, Doctor,
No
I
one
need my
is
A+.
going to want to deal with that stuff. You saw what that goo did to that kid, that football kid.
Second.
And you remember that there was a kid who was a running back, and he ran for 400 yards in the first quarter and then died.
We just haven't refined it enough yet. We need more experiments.
These are students. They're not experiments, as he points to you three.
You wouldn't say that if you had experienced your own teaching method.
Of course they're not experiments yet. I haven't got them into the test chamber.
Doctor, these are... You cannot test on students.
Why not? Look what happened to that other guy. He was amazing. Until he wasn't. Gotta figure it out. Gotta solve this problem.
And all of a sudden, you hear footsteps coming around the hallway. Loud, like boots.
Are they made for walking, and that's what they will do?
And
Oh no, it's
it
the hall
turns
monitor.
the corner, and he goes, "Oh my God, Mr. Bezos, sir. I didn't expect you to be at our college." And you see Jeff Bezos with 4 guys, 4 armed guards. Yes, I heard that there's a professor that is no longer employed here.
News travels fast, apparently.
It does with Amazon Prime.
You have an Alexa in your office.
Forgot about that.
And Alexa turns on. Doctor, do you want to set timer again?
Yes. Are you looking for? I actually need more experiments to run.
Yes.
Alexa, add more experiments to my shopping cart.
Yeah, it says 4 to 6. 4 to 6 cards, and he goes, "Well, you're going to be experimenting on a lot more than students. Come with me." And the head guy is like, "Wait, he needs to go to jail. He may have killed the kid out there. Jail is not necessary. Come with me now."
I'm assuming I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. I mean, if it's Bezos at this point, so.
And he kind of like looks at you as you're stunned, and this is playing out how it was when you remember. And he goes, "You have unlimited funding. Now come."
That
he turns around.
Perfect.
That's all you need to say.
Music to my ears.
And then you guys flash back, and you see 272 as he crumbles into a liquid, and you are shot back. And you can see him as a liquid onto the floor as your body is pulsing, and you can't control it. And all of a sudden, as it feels as your heart is about to pop, Doctor, you're fired.
Who is that saying that? Is that Bezos?
No, that is the professor again telling you that you're fired.
He's stuck in a loop.
How can you fire me?
How can I fire you?
Getting close.
That's what I do. Is I'm in charge of student teacher. What do you mean? How can I fire? You're fired. Are you okay, Doctor?
This isn't the last you're gonna hear of me. I'm gonna be in these textbooks.
You can't experiment on students. I'm sorry. You say my name. And then you hear the. And you see Bezos.
I didn't have to strangle these kids. Their organs strangled themselves there, Cloud.
And Bezos says, "Come with me." And then, Dr. Doof, you are fired.
How can you fire me?
You're gonna have a really predictable future. I gotta be honest.
And the same scenario goes again. Do you want to change anything from it, or?
Just last time, say that's for the best. Like the last flashback we have, that needs to happen. And then Bezos comes in. The whole thing happens again, and he says unlimited funding. I said, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore.
You can't pursue perfection?
Not anymore. I can't do it anymore.
And you flick, and you see, and hold on, I'll tell you what you see after. You guys see, you see 272 go into a puddle, and Dr. Doof is growing and shrinking very violently as he's screaming, "I'll be in the textbooks!"
Especially looking like that.
So the other thing has dissipated. You said it's in like a puddle.
Yeah, it's in a puddle.
And then and Dr. Doof is like stuck in this sort of trap, and he's kind of.
Yeah, he's
Is he
pulsating while saying
convulsing,
the
or
same thing.
okay? Yeah.
You've seen this before. We should probably just go ahead and leave before this explosion happens.
I don't know. We're starting to collect people like this, which we're starting to run out of room for. We're gonna need a facility for all these people.
Damn it! Somebody go get Private Ryan. We need our ship.
You guys hear, essentially, High Heels, and she goes, "Oh, Doctor, I forgot. Oh, Lord!" And she and you see Dorothy run to her desk, and she pulls out a blue kind of goo, in a syringe, and she runs over to the doctor and sticks him in the neck and injects it into his neck. And Dr.
okay.
Doof, you wake up to Dorothy sticking a needle into your neck.
What happened? What's happening?
The governor has given you a stay of execution.
Doctor, you need to stop playing with the goo. It almost kills you every time.
But I wasn't here. What's happened?
What's happened is I'm demanding a higher pay raise. I can't keep saving your life.
Dorothy, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, you can't be playing with that goo anymore. It's killing you.
And at this point, I'm not sure where to go with this.
Just say what's on your mind.
We need to shut
now.
Well, now I'm guessing that we have the puddle of goo here. So,
You're in this cage with a puddle of goo. Dorothy's standing above you with a syringe in your neck, and this goo is just laying on the ground.
Well, Dorothy, Dr. Doof is in the cage and there's a puddle. Maybe you should join our crew, and we can catch you next time on Teens in Space.
Get a sample of this. Get a sample of
I'm
this.
certainly getting
Grabs his
samples.
nuts. Get a sample of this.
Because that's what Doctor said that was gonna basically cure this. Even though you said it sort of fell off of Al when this
Yeah, and it
sort of
falls
thing
off
came next
of
to him.
you too also when it turned into
Okay.
goo.
Well, I guess we would, figure out a way to make more of this so we could
Eva's just gonna
send this
go.
to the rest of the village.
She's just gonna go to the door and just lean out to the person-shaped hole, to look at the folks outside to kind of see what their fungus situation is.
It's falling off them too.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't think that goo will be necessary. The fungus seems to be leaving.
I mean, the
This
town people
problem
are like
is
running out
solved.
exciting, but the people that were shaking are done shaking and they are not moving.
Some
well,
of these
that's
folks
probably
aren't really
better.
moving all that much, though.
And yeah, so then we'll do like a quick fast forward wrap up. As you are going, you know that we have to put a segue to the next episode. You get a radio call from the fish general on your communicator.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Guys, shh. Where are you?
We're in the sector. Is everything okay?
There's, and you hear a familiar voice go, "Give me that." And you can make it out as Lucifer.
Mm.
Son of a bitch.
Hi, Lucy. I missed you.
I want my goo.
And cue everyone turning towards the dock and freeze frame credits.
Yeah.
I jump in the air with my half twisted ankle.
And up.
Seinfeld
All right,
music in the
guys,
background.
how was the session? How'd y'all like the session?
I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't know about you all, but I had a whole lot of fun. I haven't.
Yeah.
Every time I've caught these sessions, it's usually been like right as you're wrapping up because unfortunately, got a lot to deal with on kids with kids and stuff here. So I think the most I saw was like the last 30 minutes of Astro's Flame stuff, and so I haven't been spoiled on anything that's happened in the past. So there's definitely no metagaming there. But this was a whole lot of fun getting to see people's different personalities of their characters. I had a blast. Had an absolute blast.
It's definitely been fun.
Yeah, this one was kind of wacky because first of all, you wouldn't get off the ship.
And then there was 20 minutes of dick
Those
jokes.
are important, okay?
Yeah, there was a lot of penis jokes today. There was a lot.
Listen, we gotta do storytelling.
There was a lot of that.
That's why you chose
Cloud.
Teens in Space was
Cloud. Do you see what Cloud just did?
I
Yes,
love
yes,
this
yes.
session. I went to hell so quackly that it was pretty random. And yeah, this was a kind of an informational dump. So what secret was there? Twists and turns? Was there any turn?
Well, that
surprised
Jingles
Doof
was
survived.
involved. and
Jingles was
that
involved. There we go.
We were close, and then thought that we were not anywhere close, and then found out that we were kind of on his tail. So yeah, that was a big one for us.
Yeah, so it was going to be a different solution to it, but then y'all kept going with 272, and then I just went, fuck it, yeah.
That works.
Yeah, well, that and Bezos's involvement in it. I don't think that we knew that before, right? We just thought it was
That's new.
doctors. up to
That's
stuff.
definitely new.
Yeah, I think that's new.
So yeah, his backing of it was definitely.
We can use that
A
info
surprise.
with Lucifer at some point.
Well, Lucifer's very pissed.
Well, that's okay because
Look,
Dorothy's
he
on our
got
team
a
now. She can
hug
talk
last time. We can fix it with another hug. It's fine.
Oh Lord, and Lucifer.
To everyone who's just watching, Lucifer is a giant chicken man who gave them the illegal goo worth millions and millions of dollars that
Which
Mr.
was some
Jingles-
alias.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Jingles stole from them.
Now, here's a question. Since we're part of the Bezos empire, I'm assuming that he's created his own currency. Would they be Bezos?
Bucks.
Yep. I mean, but we have cameras on our ship. We obviously would have footage of Jingles doing his bullshit. And at the end of the day, Jingles was Lucifer's man. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's that. You know how I DM? I just kind of like let y'all figure out how to solve problems and go with it.
which is why hugs seem to solve everything.
Yeah,
let's
that's
be
why
fair.
hugs and charisma checks solve a lot. Or
And we
convincing
still
people
haven't
to go to
got
different
cake.
planets. Oh, you're not happy here? Just go to another planet.
Just elsewhere, go. It'll be fine.
Oh, man.
You would be surprised how many things we have solved with hugs so far.
Yeah.
Still no cake.
So,
Still no cake. That's exactly right.
Dr. Doof, any advice to a future guest?
Even with my limited experience here, I think with tabletop RPGs, I think you gave me enough information to kind of play with. So no, I think that's good.
Awesome. Well, we hope to have you back on the show. You didn't die, so thank God.
I was amazed.
Thank God,
Yeah,
Dorothy
me too.
is
Thank
amazing.
God, Dorothy.
Best assistant ever, tell you.
She may
Yeah, we're
give
gonna
you
have to find-
information to a murderous experiment, but hell, she'll be there to pick up the pieces.
There you go.
Man, I've never had an assistant who has solved every single problem that they themselves created. It's amazing.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna send it to somebody.
Thanks for having me on, by the way. I do appreciate being here.
Oh,
It was
thank you
definitely fun.
so
It was really
much.
fun having
It's
you
been a
here.
pleasure.
Yeah, that
Thank
was a
you.
lot of fun.
Yeah, we do this every Monday at 7, and yeah, we have a blast doing it. It's one of the things I look forward to. And thank you. We're gonna have you back on sometime soon if you are willing to. And we also too we might have other RPGs Wednesday. We will have Mercenaries. You bag 'em, we tag 'em. The session finale. I mean,
Yeah, that one shot that became a two shot, I'm going to have to somehow string out an hour worth of gameplay into 3 hours. It's going to be amazing.
I'm sure that Wolf will try to shoot me in the back of the head. That will cause me to try to shoot him.
Somehow, no one has died yet, and I have to fix that. So,
Yeah.
We will simply make it happen.
I only get 3 hours to try to kill at least one of you.
I've been working on my next character's voice, pissing off my fiance, because we were in Star Wars land, and I kept going, "It's time for space." Courtney, do you know that
God.
space is in space? Like, I fucking hate you. I was like, you're marrying this.
If you walk away further in space, you have space in space
Did you
in
know
space.
that Earth is in space?
Now,
But
I
anyway,
actually
thank
have.
you guys so much for being here. Thank you again, Dr. Doof. Thank you so much. And the showing of this episode will be on Wednesday. And Wednesday we will see y'all for Mercs. I totally forgot what we're doing. Mercenaries
When it
with
mercs.
Nye as the GM, and let's send that raid. I cannot raid this channel. Apparently, it's a bad channel. What the hell? Why is everything... All right, we're not raiding anybody because I fucked it up. See you guys later. Peace.